Yeah, we're on. Welcome on, dude. Cheers.
Cheers.
You're good, Josh? Everybody's ready?
Those Sundays
Cheers.
on a Wednesday.
Little Sunday.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You never done like a podcast or anything before, right?
No. I mean, I've done a couple interviews here and there, but not like a podcast.
You done interviews?
Yeah, in high school, we used to do a bunch of short films. So at like film festivals and stuff, they would interview us every now and then.
You done short films and stuff?
Yeah, I worked on a couple like in high school. That was a
Okay.
very
What
long
kind
time
of
ago.
what kind of short films did you do?
They were more like experimental short films. I did a lot of broadcast too.
Okay.
We had a TV production program, so
Okay.
we did broadcast and film, and I did both. But I was mainly in film, and we did a few.
I feel like
films.
all short films are experimental. Like everything.
Yeah, I don't even know how to describe them. They were just like, oh, someone like this touched this device and it teleported them.
That or like someone's always depressed or like they're going through it or something, which is, how did you feel about it? Like doing short films and stuff? Like, did you like it? Cause I know you're doing photography now, but I didn't know you did like short films and like TV production and stuff.
I loved it. Like throughout high school, it's funny because the way this all started was my best friend's mom. She's actually like a Venezuelan pop star. So
Fun fact.
Yeah. So like in middle school, she invited us. Like our friends, I've known her since preschool, and our parents are like really close. Like we go on family vacations, so they're like family friends. But they invited us to one of her music video shoots, and that was when I kind of got to see like a set and like all of this behind the scenes, and that was when I was like, this is what I want to do.
And that was so she does does music and stuff, but like she's big and is she like global or
she's pretty global. She's kind of like she's older now, so she was more like the Madonna, but like back in the day. So like
interesting.
Venezuelan moms know her now,
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, like,
what's her name? Do you remember her name?
Yeah, her name's Karina.
Karina
Lavos is her Instagram handle. Yeah.
Okay. Oh. The 3 plugs. I mean, try to look it up. I'm curious. So you looked up. This was how long ago?
That was in like 7th grade.
Okay. Cool, man. So then through that, you were able to like actually be on the set and you saw them filming the music videos and stuff like that.
My mom's actually in the music video.
Really?
Yeah, my mom's in the music video. She was just like an extra though. But my friend Yasha, she played like one of the daughters in the video.
Okay.
So she had her family in the actual shoot.
That's cool, dude. And have you ever like have you done any more like production like that again? Or did you kind of start steering more towards the photography side?
After I graduated high school, I definitely kind of left it behind a little bit. There were a few projects I did work on like right after. My friend, he was more into like broadcast. So we did like a documentary on one of our other friends' mom. She's a designer. She's a Bolivian fashion designer.
Okay, cool.
So we did a documentary on that, and that was sort of like, I guess, unreleased. It's still kind of unreleased.
Really?
Yeah, we never really debuted it or anything or actually I don't know if we submitted it, but
how long was it like a short documentary?
We had 2 versions. We had a long one and a shorter version of it. Yeah.
Oh, that dude, you got to release that, man. Even like making like a YouTube channel and putting it out there.
I'm pretty sure
festivals.
It's somewhere out there. Yeah. Even the festivals. Yeah.
Festivals are where it's at. Well, the one that you sent me, I was telling Josh, like I'm definitely trying to do something with Monica. I already texted her. Like I'm trying to get her as the lead. We're working on it. But yeah, man. I mean, if you ever want to keep doing short films and stuff, like we're always looking for people. We're trying to like gather like our Avengers, Just we got Ricky, right? We got Monica. We get you. I'm trying to get a little bit of everybody.
Public schools.
Akieng, is this it right here?
Yeah. So she was born in Peru, but she's a Venezuelan Latin pop star.
Oh shit. Okay.
I know
and your mom is in the video? Do you know which video?
Yeah, it's called De Pie.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. But that was what started it for me. That's where I was like, this is amazing.
Nice,
like
man.
I saw like the costume, makeup, like set design, like, and we were there all day too. Like I'm pretty sure we left at like midnight and they were still shooting after we left. I was like young and I think I had school the next day, but I loved it. It was amazing. And ever since then, that's when like I found out at West Broward they do the TV production. So I was like, okay, I want to get into that. I got a camera. I think I was in 8th grade when I got my first camera. It was a EOS Rebel T3i.
Okay, nice. Dude. Yeah, well, we were talking about it a little bit before, but I definitely want to talk about Dune because Dune was like fucking phenomenal, man. So I kind of wanted to know what you thought. And did you have any history with the books at all? Or
so I've never read the books. I heard that they are fat books. And
The first one, yeah.
Yeah.
The first one was long.
I'm still like in between. I'm like, should I audible or should I read it? But I've never read the books, but I had seen the first movie. And then that's when I kind of was like, oh, this is interesting.
What did you think of the first movie? Because a lot, like, there's people that are like,
The first movie, when I saw it, I'm not gonna lie, the first time I was like, what is this? But then that's when I like started doing a little bit more. I was like, okay, I Wikipedia'd everything.
Yeah.
I was like, what is Harkonnen? Like, what is
Yeah,
everything? And I did actually watch the 1958 one or the 19
oh, the 84 version?
Yeah, the
Oh.
old one.
Like David
and
Lynch.
how did you?
That one, I was not impressed by that one, but it did give me a lot of information. So after I watched that, I watched the first one, and then all this time had gone by, and I told myself before I watched Dune 2, I would watch the first one again,
Mhm.
but I didn't do that. So that's
Okay.
why I watched it twice.
Okay.
So I saw it the first time, and I was like, okay, I get it. It's amazing. But then I was like, I still need to watch it again, like the first one. So I
Right.
went home, I watched it, and then I went back again. But honestly, like, it was amazing. I loved it. I honestly think the second one was better than the first one.
I agree. I feel like it's hard to. It complements the first one. I feel like really well because it is like two halves of like a book. Because that is one of the big things with the first one. It's like it does end like halfway into the story.
Yeah.
And, like when you watch the original, the 84 one, did it like ruin it for you watching part 2, or did you kind of forget about it?
I kind of did. Yeah, I didn't.
It didn't even
Yeah.
register for you, right? Because
Yeah.
we didn't want to watch. So we had a couple of friends on a couple of years ago when they first announced Dune, and they're like telling us about it, and we were talking about Star Wars, I think it was at the time or something, and we had no idea what Dune was, and he was like, and they had read the books and stuff. They're like, dude,
Mhm.
don't read the books, don't anything, just wait till the movies come out. They're like, trust me, like,
Oh, they said don't read the book.
yeah, like because the world is so great, like experience it, like
Mhm.
visually for the first time, like, and I remember they said like it'll be like your like Star Wars, like what Star Wars was for like that generation,
Mhm.
it'll be like that. And I was like, man, really? You think so? I don't know. And so I saw part 1, and I was like, okay, this is great. It was a lot to take in. We saw it a couple of times, whatever. But with this one, man, I remember we were at the premiere, and like I didn't even know what to say. Like we usually do like outer theater reactions and stuff, and I didn't even know what to say. I remember when the movie ended, I looked at him, I was like, dude, like I never felt so like in awe of like a movie before,
Mhm.
because like the way you watch the first movie and it's like, okay, like it's good, it was great,
But it still
but I
needed
didn't-
more. Like there was no
Yeah.
closure. I
And-
felt like I did not have closure, and
and
after
it
seeing
expanded the
84
world so much.
Mhm.
Like when they're on the Giddy Prime scene, like the gladiator stuff with when they introduce Fade Rotha, Austin
Yeah.
Butler's character, that whole sequence when he gets seduced by the Bene Gesserit and
Yes.
I remember I never been so locked in a movie before. Like my jaw was dropped the whole movie, and when it ended, I don't know. And I remember Christopher Nolan said something about that. Like it's like this generation's Empire Strikes Back. I don't know if you're a Star Wars fan at all, but when that movie came out, it was like a huge like movement. It was like it inspired a lot of people, and I think that's what he meant. Because I remember when that movie ended, we went to eat right after, like at Twin Peaks, and I didn't even know what to like order. I didn't know what to drink.
You were
I
like,
just sat there.
Give me the rest of the night. I don't know.
I just sat there, just like, and I couldn't stop thinking about it, and I had to my immediate thought was I got to watch it again. Like it really is. When people were saying it was like a masterpiece, I was a little worried.
Mhm.
You know,
Because everyone just says every movie's a masterpiece now.
yeah,
So,
like
okay.
that word is kind of like loosely like
Thrown out
used.
there,
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
like for like Civil War masterpiece.
yeah,
It's like okay,
For-
like you just said that about Dune. Like,
Yeah.
Like, can you really have two masterpieces?
and I don't like when there's too much hype like that, because
Yeah.
you have a certain expectation, and
Mhm.
when you're too hyped, like you're never gonna meet those expectations. You know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just us. I don't know. We've been
I've been crushed enough times
Yeah.
by movies.
but it was just phenomenal, man. I think like the score. I haven't stopped listening to the
Yeah.
soundtrack. I don't know if you're on the same
That
boat.
was probably like my favorite part about everything. But I've always been like so into scores. Like I would literally do homework listening to like
Yeah.
Interstellar, like
yeah,
everything.
Yeah.
I do the same thing.
Whiplash. I used to love Whiplash.
Oh my god,
Even
Whiplash
La La
is
Land.
so
like
good.
even I remember when La La Land came out. You remember?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's a good
yeah.
movie.
That one was a good one.
I saw
too.
that one a couple of times in
Yeah, because I'm
theaters
not
as well.
I'm not big on like the musical stuff.
Neither am I. But
like-
La La Land, I was
Yeah,
like,
but that one's a good story. It's like what's the one we saw? Singing in the Rain.
mhm.
It's like just a good classic like musical. It's not like over the top because some movies go like a little like too much. and like I'm
Yeah.
not a big fan of it.
Like
Yeah.
Willy Wonka.
Did you?
Oh,
You didn't like
like
Wonka?
I wasn't. I don't know. It was.
It
I don't
didn't. It
know.
didn't work for you.
It wasn't bad. I don't know. It just. It was okay.
I enjoyed it.
Was it like
I
his
enjoyed it.
singing? Was it singing like?
I don't know if maybe it was just weird to kind of see him singing.
like singing. Yeah.
Because also like I've seen him in like others. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
He plays like a drug addict.
ain't even call me by
He's
your
the
name. Like all
Lisa
these things, and then,
Nagaib.
yeah.
I will say his range, like Timothée Chalamet's range, because within a couple months, he was playing Wonka. Like for me, when we watched it, I was like, okay, like I enjoyed it. He's Wonka, and then watching him in Dune, I completely forgot that he was in Wonka or any of these other movies. I just saw him as that character, and that's kind of hard for actors to do, because some actors can be easily just drawn into like a certain type of role, and that's it.
Yeah.
They can't break out of it. And I think with Dune, he just signed a contract now with like Warner Brothers, like a multi-year deal to be like producer and actor, and he gets to like pick his roles.
Oh, really?
And yeah.
Oh.
So like he's established like that. He just broke a record since like John Travolta. It was like 40 years ago
Mm-hmm.
for a lead actor to have like 2 huge like box office successes back to back within a few months apart
Yeah, because
because of
made,
Wonka.
made
Yeah.
like 600 and something million.
No, 800.
Oh, 800.
Wonka made 800 million, and then Dune right now is like at
I think it's
650.
still doing really well.
Yeah,
They
it's
said that,
number
yeah.
3. It's doing amazing, and
Yeah.
Yes.
I wish it came out when it was supposed to come out. In where is that? Yeah, 626 million. If it came out, I think in November when it was supposed to come out, I think it would have made more. Because now Kung Fu Panda came out, Godzilla, so they have
Yeah.
to like, but they're gonna bring it back for more IMAX screens. But I freaking love the movie, man. Like I think the score, I don't know if it's just me like in the moment, but I do think it's one of Hans Zimmer's like one of his top scores, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, you can tell he
He has a lot though. Like I mean,
has a lot.
he's
I
fucking
didn't know he did the Pirates of the Caribbean.
yeah. Pirates of the Caribbean, Lion King, Inception, Interstellar. Like
Yeah.
he has a lot, so it's
Yeah.
hard. But I feel like for me, this is one of his top like scores. I think I haven't stopped listening to
I
it.
think
Yeah.
I'll
I
probably
can't stop
put
listening to it.
Interstellar #1.
Yeah, I will say Interstellar always will
Like-
hold that place for me.
like that, 'cause
Interstellar.
that movie is like really good. But Dune 2 is like I even like I don't know. I'll probably put part 1 and part 2 is like #2 because I see Dune as like one movie. Like,
Yeah.
like I kind of see it like like Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2.
Mhm.
I see it as just one movie.
I
Like-
will say I hated that I had to wait all of that, especially watching the 84. Is it 84? It was
Yeah,
1984?
84. Yeah.
Especially after watching that, I was like, I just hate that it cut off so abruptly.
But the thing is with that movie had a lot of issues because like they try to jam a bunch of shit.
It's
and,
600 pages, right?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen the
and also
84 one
and also he changed. I heard people didn't like that one because like he changed a lot from the
from the
book.
books.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
he kind of tried to make him like that. What is it they said like that white savior
Yeah.
like type of
Oh,
like,
that I wanted to get into that too about like the Paul Atreides character because
Yeah, that
there's
they
like
made him
that
seem too
debate.
nice that he was supposed
So-
to be.
Yeah,
What do
'cause-
you feel about that? Like because Frank Herbert, the author of the book,
Mhm.
he wrote Messiah, the sequel to Dune, in response to all the fans of the book thinking that he's like a hero in the
Mhm.
story. How do you feel? Because you never read the books, so like, and we haven't
Yeah, I
either.
haven't. I bought it.
What's
but I
your?
haven't read it.
You've seen it twice. What's your interpretation of his character? Do you see him as? Because I personally don't see it as like a black or white thing.
Mhm.
But what do you feel about the character watching it? You've seen it twice.
I do think in the second movie, I can kind of see him changing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially towards the end, I was like, all right, you're kind of. Yeah, he's starting to be like not necessarily like that savior. Or
Right.
he's like I don't know. He was like not like evil, but I was like, there's something there that this could go south, you know?
Yeah, because Frank Herbert with the books, he wanted it to be like a warning call about having like Messiah figures, you
Yeah.
know, like people, like, you know,
like that blind faith.
yeah.
Follow it.
So like the joke on Twitter is like he's like Space Hitler, you know, like, but it's like that's how people, and I like the debate, you know, but I think maybe in the books it's that way. I don't know. I got to read the book. That's why I want to
another
read
thing
the
too.
book.
Because I heard about this after I saw part 2 that it was like, you know, that he was upset that they were making him seem like this. So that's why I was like, okay, well, should I read the books?
The thing is, the first time I watched it, I thought the same thing. But the more times I watched the movie, you catch a lot more. But the thing is, the more times you watch the movie, you just pick up more and more.
Mm-hmm.
So the way I see it is like, it's like this prophecy thing, and it's like his path has already always been like laid out for him, especially in the first part.
Mm-hmm.
You know how the Bene Gesserit saying like, oh, like he has to be, you know, the power, blah blah blah. So I feel like it's like, okay, I know what I have to do, and he has to just kind of sacrifice himself in order to save the people that he cares about.
Yeah.
But yeah, like he's gonna be a dick, like he's gonna be like a fucking space Hitler. Yeah, I guess. Like
I feel like
and I feel like that's what Chani's character was saying.
I will say that
movie.
I loved Zendaya's character as Chani because apparently in the books Chani is very like one-dimensional.
Yeah, she's really like Team
she
Paul.
just supports him the whole time.
Yeah, I heard that she didn't get mad.
Yeah, she's just like, yeah, do what you gotta do. So that's why I want to read the books to see the differences. But in the movie, Denis Villeneuve, the director and co-writer, he wanted to make her a little bit more layered, you know, not just like in the background. And I love in the movie, I like, especially the first time watching it, I was like, when he kind of drinks the water of life,
you're kind of like, yeah, no, do it.
When he drinks it, I feel like we're Chani, like we're viewing it from her perspective, and like what she's feeling, we should be feeling.
I was mad for her. Like I was like, she doesn't deserve this.
Yeah,
you know. And when she was mad, especially at the end when she like walked out and she was like, you know, I like sympathize more with her. Like I was.
Oh,
like,
100%. And I love how he shot it.
I was
kind
of like on Paul. I was kind of like, fuck it.
See, no, I'm no. I was definitely on her side. Yeah,
I like this.
I was definitely more on her side.
At first,
I don't know,
like
because the way I took it, it's like, it's okay, like I need to save again. Like I know that's not what wanted, but like he's okay. I need to save, you know, these people, or like he wants to protect them. So okay, I have to like become this thing. I don't know. It's kind of like it is kind of like a Anakin.
It's very
Skywalker,
there's no like black or white because it sucks for Chani, and I love that they made her character gave her more to do in the movie. You know what I mean? And I think Zendaya does great in it. Which whoever her agent is like is phenomenal. I mean, dude, she's like in everything that's like successful, she's in it. But like that scene when he drinks the water of like. Right before he drinks the water of life, you know, when he's crying and he's like, I know what I have to do. And, you know, and he already knows, like he kind of knows, you know, he says it like, I might lose you. Right. Yeah. But when she slaps him and when he speaks with his mom, I don't know if you remember that scene, like right after.
Right after
I think they're communicating like.
Oh, when it was just them two.
Yeah.
In the little,
And when he's explaining the different like possible futures.
He saw the lineage.
And he sees one narrow way through, you know. And when the mom is like, I'm sorry about Chani, and he's like, oh, she'll come to understand. I think it's just like he sees all possible outcomes, but there's only one where they thrive and the enemy doesn't win. But he has to save himself for the daughter of the emperor,
which makes sense.
Which is a strategic alliance.
That's a strategic thing, yeah. And I don't think she should have been that mad at that, but she did say like, as long as you stay who you are, I will always love you. And that's where I was like I feel you, you know?
And he's just, he sees too much. It's almost like he's indifferent to that. He has to let that go. No. And I love that, like, with Hans Zimmer's score, when he plays their theme again, but it's when he's looking back and she walks away. I love how in the beginning of the movie, A Quiet Between Storms, it's like, their romance kind of forming. And then at the end, when you hear the theme again, it's like a tragedy, you know, it's like that, you know, oh dude, the first time I saw that, like I got so emotional. Like I've never been so like just invested because I felt that like for Chani, you know, but also Timothy's acting as well, where without words, because in the books, apparently there's way more dialogue and along the lines of like, oh, my, you know, my hand is to you, but my heart is to her, or something like. He says something like that in the book, something like that. I don't know, but it's along those lines. But in the movie, I love how they chose to do it visually, like the way it's blocked. You know, like when everybody's kneeling and it's like Chani, Paul, and the queen. You know, the queen. And it's him like when he looks back at her and she's not bowing, and then the queen notices Chani, and like it's just like this. And it's all visual. There's no dialogue said with the music. That's one of my favorite moments. That's one of my favorite moments of the movie for sure. Like, I thought that was just so beautifully done with no dialogue too. You know, because Dune was always labeled as like it was unfilmable. Apparently, I mean,
most books too. Like I read Call Me by Your Name, that one, and watching the movie too, very different. Like
in a good way.
The movie was still amazing, and I loved the movie. The book is also like such a beautiful book, just because it's like from his like point of view.
Okay.
So you hear like his inner thoughts, and like it's very descriptive. Like there's a lot of detail, and you don't necessarily get that with the movie. And I had seen that movie a few times with a few different people, and some people were like, oh, it's boring, blah, blah. But the dialogue helps you understand, but the dialogue in the book, and you know that's not something that you can do in the films. You know, sometimes the silence, you just have to feel it, you know?
That's the thing with books sometimes. Like with Dune, it's a lot of like the same thing, internal monologue and stuff. So it's like, how do you put that on screen without it being like...
But I mean, even that scene that you said, that was literally the best way that they could have done that.
That's one of my... And I want to know your guys' like favorite scenes or shots. Like for me, that's my favorite. Him and the Chani stuff are like my favorite moments. You know, when she's teaching him how to sandwalk and that music comes on for the first time.
That was probably one of my favorite parts when he was like doing the little desert challenge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then they were like doing the sandwalk.
Yeah.
And then when they were doing the wind traps, and she was kind of teaching him like, oh, this is the water collects.
The music comes on.
And you don't even hear, you like faintly hear her. That was probably one of my favorite parts.
It's in such little time too, right? Because like the more we rewatched it, the more I wish we had more time of him with the Fremen and developing his relationship with Chani.
Yeah.
That's one of those things, like those debates of like, oh, if it was like in a TV series, you'd get more of that.
Yeah.
But I prefer it as a movie, obviously. But I do wish we had more. I just want more of the world, I guess, is what it is. But that is one of my favorite moments. Like him and Chani moments are emotionally like the best. It works in such little time, you know, such little time.
Oh, no.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, like, the time with the Fremen, too, I feel like that was very rushed. Because, like, in the beginning, they were like, oh, like, we hate... Like, they were kind of, like, hating on him. And then all of a sudden, they're in the tent giving him the names and everything. So I was like, that happened very fast. And I was like, how could he have done so...
Rewatching it, I noticed they show the passage of time.
Yeah. Yeah, because they use the blue eye thing as a way to tell how much time has passed.
And when the transitions, too, like, when... him and Chani like kiss for the first time, the music, if you notice, it fades out and the music continues to play, and that whole montage is the first time I watched it, I didn't catch on, but like that's a passage of time. Like it's showing how their relationship building and him with the Fremen and how he gets there.
Yeah, because I think in the books like years, right?
Yeah, in the books it's like years.
It's like years, like they're like fighting. So
and,
which I mean that's a big difference.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like one of those things, but you can't do that in a 2.5 hour movie.
But even in the 84 movie, like the sister, she's born in the she's in the movie.
Thank God they didn't do that.
Yeah, because in the book,
weird. That's weird.
I'm assuming in the movie it's like she's like a baby, right?
She's no, she was like 10.
No, is she 10?
She's like talking. She's like, yeah.
I saw a clip of it.
It's kind of really weird.
I'm not gonna lie, it's creepy. Yeah, it's a little creepy.
It didn't make sense. I saw the clip on Twitter and I was like, okay, thank God didn't even do that.
I want to watch the 84 version just to compare, because
it does it
throws you off.
It gives you fills in a little and it's also kind of like, okay, this is how another version that it could have been.
Because in the books, she's like a baby, but like an adult baby. Like she can speak and like how she communicates in the movie, but she's like a baby and she's just like floating around. Like that's really weird.
Hello.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like that's where people are saying it can get real weird, and like visually it just doesn't work. How did you feel about how they handled it in the movie? Right, like showing her like what am I? What's the word?
Like as a fetus?
Yes, thank you. Cutting between that and like how they were communicating in the movie. How did you feel about that? I felt like it worked. I really liked it.
I think that made more sense than having her as like a little person, like as a child.
Like how do you?
That's so weird.
It's like weird. I liked it because it reminded me of a 2001 Space Odyssey, like the way of the baby. I just got that vibe from it, and I just really liked it. And it's way cooler. It's way cooler. It works. So
I think it also makes sense. Like the mom took something while the baby is like
in,
so it makes more sense that way.
And she's just growing like stronger and stronger.
Yeah.
And the scene Are you you know Anya Taylor-Joy?
Yeah.
Have you seen,
Yeah.
How did you feel about? Did you know about the cameo before it happened?
I
Or?
did not.
So
But when I saw that, I was like, oh,
Oh
okay.
fuck. Okay.
No, I was like, I'm okay with it.
That was a great scene too,
Yeah.
man. Like, there's so many good moments in this movie. You know, that's a real location. That's
Yeah, I
like the
saw it on
sand
Twitter.
meeting
The
the
sand is in
beach.
the
I
ocean.
didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I saw it
I
on
thought
Twitter.
that
Yeah.
was just clever, you know.
Mhm.
And then it was on TikTok. Everything's on
I saw it
TikTok.
on Twitter too, though.
It's a real.
Wait, where is it?
I forgot where it was. I just saw the
So-
video of people like filming there,
Mhm.
like people standing. I was like, oh shit, it's a desert. Ocean.
Yeah, that's a
crazy.
beautiful like. See,
I never seen that.
After watching these movies, I want to go and like visit.
You go to the desert.
They
Yeah.
shot it. It was
Sandwalking?
like
It's
they
like
were
in
in
Jordan.
Abu Dhabi, right?
Yeah,
Or
Abu
they
Dhabi,
were, I saw in the
Jordan.
credits like the
Mhm.
production team and everything for that.
I saw a TikTok showing like they do like tours and stuff,
Yeah.
and you can see like where they filmed.
That's crazy.
You know, like the rocks and stuff. So I was like, damn, I kind of want to go.
Just start sand walking.
Yeah, like like for an Instagram post, like me sand walking. That's a beautiful.
You
I
should
mean, the
buy-
fact that they filmed on location.
You
You
should
know?
buy a Fremen outfit. Go and start sand walking around the desert.
You guys should recreate it with the camcorder.
Yeah. That would blow up. But the fact that they filmed on location, like the movie looks so good visually. You know.
Mhm.
It's just obviously like the VFX, like even the sandworms, that whole sequence with the sandworm, like how did you feel about like the war sequence at the end? Some people were like, oh, it felt too short or it felt
That's
rushed.
how it was in the book.
Yeah.
Like I think like the actual quote from the book is, "Oh, it ended before it even started."
Right.
I mean, it does make sense because they're fucking surrounded.
Yeah.
Like you have 3 giant sandworms just charging at you.
Yeah.
How do you stop that?
That's why I want to read the books. 'Cause
Honestly, I love the character in this second movie of the sandworms. Like they played a bigger role this time because I was like, they're like riding them. They're like they're
Yeah.
they're there. Like
Yeah.
they're
I
in the
have
battle
a feeling they're like
too.
really smart. I mean, I could be wrong, but I have a feeling they're like really intelligent.
no, yeah,
Because
clearly.
I remember in part
yeah.
one, that part when the sandworm stares at Paul, I was like, why didn't it attack? I was like, I didn't. Like, it's like, is there a reason? Is there like a? Because I
You're
think
good.
in the 80 dude, I think like it attacks him, right? They're like hiding behind like rocks or something like that.
Yeah, there was. Well, no, there was a point where it's just like staring at it too. Like they
Okay.
were
Yeah,
Yeah,
staring
but
at
does
him.
it attack him in the movie?
I don't think so.
Because I read of something that attacks.
Mm,
Okay, I don't know. I mean, maybe
I
it's
think
like
no.
a
I think it was just
bootleg
staring at him there too.
No.
It clearly seems like the 84 one was kind of forgettable when you watched it.
It was not the best. Like it was just it's older and like there was the acting. I'm not gonna lie, was what really had it. Like I found myself like laughing at it.
Yeah, like
sometimes.
Sting is in it.
He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I've seen the clips.
He plays like
no,
super
my mom
wacky.
walked in. She's like, "What are you watching?" She's like, "That's Sting," and I was like, "Oh yeah."
yeah, that is Sting. And then when you watch Austin Butler's version,
Yeah, thank God. they
it's the
didn't
same
go that
character,
route.
which is crazy. Like he plays the same, but his whole sequence, his introduction, I thought he did such a great job.
No, my favorite part is like with him with the
Bene Gesserit.
Like I love the shot of her walking to the room,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like I don't know. I kind of like it looks like a black circle. I don't know.
yeah,
But the way it looks, the way it was shot was so cool, and the way she's just like it just shows how powerful they are.
yeah,
It's, like,
But
really
she's
cool.
also from like a house. Like, cause you know how there's House Atreides, there's the
Uh-huh.
House Harkonnen. She's House something. I don't remember what it was, but she's also not. And that's what I also had questions about, which I didn't research. Was like some of the Bene Gesserit are people from the houses, like not just Bene Gesserit.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
Florence Pugh is a Bene
Yeah,
Gesserit.
she's
Yeah.
She's
the
a Bene-
Emperor's daughter.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but she's also a Bene Gesserit. But apparently, you can also just be trained in this. You don't necessarily have to be
yeah,
because
born
that's
into
why
it.
that's why Paul was so like unique because they bridged,
like a Harkonnen with
yeah, like the
Atreides.
bloodlines, right? Like
But
the
he was
Bene
supposed to be a
Gesserit.
girl. Like
Yeah,
that was another thing too. Was like that's because it was never supposed to be a guy, or I think it was supposed to be
Mhm.
swapped. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
daughter.
yeah.
was
They always
supposed be born
wanted to be a
first.
it
girl,
has to be-
yeah.
I wonder why. I mean,
I wonder if they get into that more. I don't know.
the thing is that like I want to research it, but then I don't want to spoil myself.
Yeah, no.
Of, like because there's like 8 books, so
Yeah.
I don't want to like ruin it either.
Mm-hmm.
Because I kind of like just like waiting and just see it on.
Yeah,
screen.
we're in this
Like-
weird line where it's like I want to read the Dune book, of course,
Mhm.
but I don't know if I want. We got Messiah as well. We got both. We went
Mhm.
to Barnes and Noble. We bought like the nice hardcover.
Yeah, they had a nice like limited type
Yeah.
edition of the hardcover.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
it's pretty
I'll buy it.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's really cool.
And I don't know if I want to read Messiah yet. I kind of want to wait for the movie and see.
But how long?
I know that's the only thing. I don't know how long till the next one.
I mean, look at how long we waited for this one. You know,
And it was supposed to be a year apart, but studios and this and that, and the fact that they weren't even sure if they were going to do part 2, and like watching it. Imagine if that was like taken away from us. How crazy that would have been.
Yeah, but I mean,
That's
it's their
terrible.
fault for fucking releasing on streaming.
Yeah,
the fuck
the
would you
first
do
one
that?
was released
Wasn't very
because of
smart.
COVID and stuff. Yeah, but it's man. I'm waiting to see if there's like an announcement for Messiah because we have it. Like it's there. It's a shorter book. I think it's like half of what Dune is.
Yeah, it's like one movie.
And so it's going to be one movie. And then he said after that, he's done. But that ending with like Shawnee, like walking away, waiting for the sandworm. And when it just ended
I do
there.
have a problem with the ending. And I have like one little like nitpick. I was like, it should have, I wanted to see one more shot of Paul. Like that was the only thing I was like, I get like ending with Shawnee, but I was like, I just needed that one more little tease of Paul and what he's doing.
Yeah, like of him going into battle or something.
No, because I wanted a shot from part 1. I mean, it's probably gonna come in probably in the next movie.
Yeah, I think that's.
But the part of the vision in part 1 when it's like when he goes through all that visions.
Yeah.
It's like him overlooking his troops, but with Achani. I wanted to have like that. 'Cause you know how the movie has a lot of callbacks to the visions. So I wanted to do like a shot of that part of him like overlooking the troops, but with Florence Pugh's character next to him.
Yeah.
To kind of show like it's the vision, but it's a little different.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just me. I don't know.
Yeah, they had to set up for a sequel, which it worked. I remember when it ended, I was like, but I need Messiah now.
I think that was another issue that people had was that it was too sequel baity. And then I think in the book
because
it doesn't have that.
At the end of the book, I don't know the exact ending.
Yeah,
That's why I want to read it to compare. But it's like a pretty definitive ending. There's no cliffhanger. And then Messiah was just a response to like, it's more of like an epilogue after, But this movie does feel, I don't know if you felt that way. It does feel like
It was kind of baiting a sequel.
Oh no, for sure.
It doesn't. It didn't feel as conclusive. It didn't feel as conclusive to me. With that ending, I don't know if you felt the same way.
I'm pretty sure like one of the last lines was like, "Oh, this is just the beginning of the Holy War." Or like,
I was like, "How the fuck am I supposed to wait?"
So then that's where I was like, "Okay, there's more." And if there's not gonna be more, I'm gonna be very upset.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's where that's where I'm at because it's like, okay, I need confirmation now, Messiah. I need to know it's coming out soon.
He keeps changing his mind. No, I want to do a different movie. No, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, because he has like 4 movies lined up. The director, didn't he?
Dune needs to be the next.
He has like a Cleopatra movie.
I can wait.
He has.
Well, when I saw
some
that they
other
pushed back
sci-fi.
Euphoria, I was hoping that it was because Zendaya was like, "Oh no, I gotta do,"
Yeah.
she's busy.
I
She's
think it's
booked
for
and busy
Spider-Man,
already.
And apparently it's because like the script is just not there. Yeah, and I think after the death of Angus Cloud,
Oh yeah.
I think that threw them off.
I have a
big
feeling it might
time.
not happen. Not happen. I said not happen. I
What?
don't know what I said. I mumbled. Too much.
It's the little Sunday. I'm gonna get another one. Are you guys still good? Am I drinking too fast?
No, I'm probably just drinking a little too slow.
Yeah.
I'll take another one though.
I got you. We were talking about Euphoria. Did you watch Euphoria? Are you a
Yes.
fan of
No,
Euphoria?
yeah,
How
I
do you
love
feel
it.
about it?
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm caught up. Like I'm good.
I
How
don't
did you
know
feel
I don't know
about-
why people hated season 2.
I liked it.
How did you
I
feel
thought it was
like
better than
the 2
1.
seasons? This is a different flavor. Mango.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
I do need a little refresher. I was thinking about that the other day. I kind of want to watch it again because it's been a while now. I don't even know how long it's
been a few years
and I
already.
saw it immediately. Right, I think I binge watched it literally. Those first 2 days. But because like right now you just asked me that question and I'm like everything's just blurred.
It's
I just
blurred
know
into
the whole
one.
show. I don't
Because you
remember.
binged both seasons together.
I didn't watch season 1 when it came out.
Oh, so yeah, so you.
So I kind of watched because I do like doing that. I like waiting for everything to be like all the episodes to come out where the season. But yeah, I just because I'm also very impatient. Like I can't wait. Like
You don't like the week to week.
no, I don't like week to week and I don't like year to year or like if it takes 2 years to come out. I'd rather just like watch all of it. But then even then I still get sad at the end because I'm like there's still more.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's all based on the show. Like, if it's a really good show, like a Breaking Bad, okay, I can wait a week. But if it's like a crappy like Disney Plus show, just release the whole thing at once. I'm not waiting a fucking week.
I just want to know if it's good or not.
Like I can't wait for another week for fucking Mando, another 20-minute episode.
That's the thing. Like if it's like a full hour, like Euphoria was like an hour episode each week. So I was okay with like watching, even though but like it sucked having to wait, but I liked the anticipation. I liked the conversation throughout the week of about that episode. I think it keeps us like refreshed and like present with the show.
Yeah.
Sometimes with binging, that happened to me with Stranger Things. We binged all of it in like 2 days.
And it was like a blur.
And it was like a blur. I didn't even know how to like talk about the show because we saw so many episodes in such a short sitting. Like I know if I liked it or not, but I like the discourse, you know, like you watch an episode, something crazy happens, you have to wait a week. And everybody on Twitter is like, oh my God, what happened this week?
My problem is I also don't mind spoilers. So like I will do that. I won't watch a show, but like I'll see people were talking about Euphoria and you know, I would obviously see the spoilers, so but I can like separate it. Just like kind of push it to the back and be like, no, I'm gonna watch this and I'm not gonna let what I heard affect what I'm watching. Yeah.
Me and Josh are so anal about spoilers.
Really?
Like when Avengers Endgame, I don't know if you were into the Marvel stuff at all.
Yeah.
But,
no, I love all of it. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get into that in a little bit. But when Avengers Endgame was coming out, there was like plot leaks like a couple weeks before the movie came out, and that was like a big deal. I remember me and Joshua, we were actually like doing a podcast that same day. We found out after. I'm burping now too. We were like, no. We were like, it felt like if it was like the end of the world to us. We were like, no way. Like it's, and people were like, leaks are out, Avengers Endgame, beware. And we were like,
the movie sucked,
and we were freaking out. We were like, what the fuck? And we muted all the words.
Yeah.
I avoided Twitter for, it was like 2 weeks or something. Like I was like, I'm not going on Twitter. Nobody talked to me. I was in a class one time. It was like a film, it was a film class. I think it's like film appreciation. And the professor was trying to make a point about story and plot or whatever. And he was like, I know that I read the leaks to Endgame. And everybody's like, no, professor, stop. And he was like, and he was just talking about not exactly the leaks, but he started talking about Marvel, the other movies and how it ties into it. And I was like, and I walked out of the class. Like I picked up my bag and I left in mid conversation. I was like, I'm not.
That's just because some people just like having that power. Like, oh, I can ruin something for you.
Yeah. I just can't. I don't know. I love
just being surprised.
I love and that's how I felt with Dune Part 2. That I didn't know anything about it. I didn't read the books.
That part when he's talking to his mom, like, oh, like you know, her dad is guy.
Oh yeah, when they find out they're Harkonnens.
Like oh shit, that's a big like plot twist. Like,
that was kind of crazy.
Yeah,
I literally was there. I was
like that was the last thing.
Is everybody else getting
that? Was like the last thing I would have thought.
That's what I love about not being spoiled. I love to be surprised, you know, like just in general. So like with a movie, you know, when like the Harkonnen thing or just seeing the direction that Paul Atreides goes, I'm like, oh my God, this is happening right now. You know, I had no idea. And those our friends were right that we had him on. He was like, don't watch it. Like, wait, it's kind of true.
I love that.
I fucking hate spoilers though, man. Like every time I'm spoiled, it like just like fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it where you can just like.
It's just I think I just need to know. I'm the type of person that's like I need to know. So like that's why like I will go and I'll do my research. Like even after I saw the first Dune movie, I was like, okay, I get it. I understand. Like I like the Bene Gesserit, the houses. But then like I like went in and I'm like, okay, what is House Atreides? Like what is a Bene Gesserit? How like
that's
you know,
interesting.
Because I'm just like, all right, well now I need to have like supporting facts. Like I have my facts from what I received, but now I need more supporting facts.
Interesting. Yeah, because for us we're like, don't watch the original. Wait till part 2 and then we'll watch it after. So now we're like, okay, we'll watch it after. Because we didn't know. Like we didn't know. Like when I was watching part 2, I thought like Paul was gonna die. I didn't know anything. So I was like, when he got, you know. Like, when Austin Butler stabs him, I'm like, oh, like this is happening. Like
even like the whole theater, because it was a packed theater, and everyone was like no,
because
like, everyone was like,
I love it.
Like everyone literally just gasps on like it was
at the
perfect.
same time.
It was perfect.
And I love that. I love that because if I know what's gonna happen, then
it ruins it.
You know, you already know. And now, like every time I rewatch the movie, I know I'm not gonna feel the same way as I did that first time.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I love the movie and I appreciate it more and I love it more each time. but I know I'll never, and it sucks. Like I'll never feel that first time again. You know,
I had that problem with Avengers. What's the one when he snaps the finger? They all die. Infinity War.
The one with the finger.
Yeah, the one with the finger. Because it's a great movie. The one thing that pissed me off was that when Thanos like stabs Iron Man, right? He stabs him, and he's taking the little time stone. No, never mind. I confused it with Endgame. They know he does a little one thing.
Oh no, that's Endgame.
Yeah, I confused. Never mind. It was an Endgame. An Endgame when he looks at like a Strange, and he does that little one, like this is the one chance we can beat Thanos. Like, dude, you just told me.
You remember that scene, right?
I feel like I kind of do.
When Tony Stark, basically he knows he needs to sacrifice himself.
Yeah.
And Doctor Strange looks at him and he goes, "There's only one path."
Yes.
It's a little like on the nose. I get what you're saying. Like, it feels like the movie's telling the audience this is the only way it can happen.
Like I'm not an idiot. Like I can see clearly that he's gonna lose. Like that's the only way.
Yeah.
You know, I just confused Infinity War Endgame.
Yeah.
I confused the two scenes.
Because that's why, that's why what I really appreciate about Dune is like, it doesn't, like you're embraced in this world. You're thrown into this world.
It doesn't hold your hand.
And it doesn't hold your hand. You're just like,
which I like.
You have to watch it a couple of times to notice and learn more about the world, you know? Like, the movie's not like, well, this is, like, pause frame. This is Bene Gesserit. Let's talk about, it's just like, no.
That was really Avengers Endgame. Like, Avengers Endgame, they're, like, explaining to you.
Sometimes it's too much, yeah.
It's like, I know how time travel works. I'm not dumb.
Or even if we don't fully understand it, like, let us figure it out, Like, that's where, like, Christopher Nolan, right? I mean, all his movies are...
Like a Tenet.
Did you watch Tenet? With the one that time goes backwards?
I don't think so.
No? You should watch that one. That one's interesting. It's like the concept is like a parallel universe.
Don't let them just watch it.
No, because even me,
I don't want this.
it's also like it's like a parallel universe that goes backwards. Like time runs backwards, and like there's like a war going on. Like a political war, but like they use this as a device.
Stop telling him. Let him just experience
No, but even me explaining it is not where it doesn't work.
You gotta just watch it.
I mean, now I'm gonna.
It's
go
really
do some
confusing.
and then watch it.
It's really confusing.
I
don't think.
Blind.
If anything, and I think he said this himself, Christopher Nolan.
I don't think he knows what's about.
He said like even trying to explain it doesn't make. You have to just watch it. You just watch it and you feel it. You understand it when you watch it, and it kind of makes sense. Because me trying to explain, I'm like, this doesn't make sense what's coming out of my mouth. But when you watch it, you're like, okay, I kind of see what's, and that's the thing with like trying to convert things from like text to screen, or like with books, it's like you're going from a text. How do you show that visually without, but you should definitely watch Tenet. It's
I'm definitely gonna now because now I need to understand your explanation.
Yeah, it's a lot. We saw it like 3-4, and
I still don't know. I just enjoy.
You just gotta feel it. Yeah,
I just enjoy. I just take it in. I had a good time. That's it. Like the story, no idea.
How big are you? You said you're into like the Marvel stuff. What else are you like big on sci-fi? Like besides Dune, I know you like Dune. Were you into Star Wars at all?
I wasn't like super into Star Wars, but like I know Star Wars, but I wasn't like super into that one.
Did you ever like give it a chance, or was it like a thing that you saw and you're like, it's fine?
I would watch it, but I was never like
hooked on it.
I'm in the mood to watch Star Wars. Like I'm just gonna throw it on, But like I know it. I watched it, and I did get into it because like again in high school, like all my friends we were all in like TV production, so they would be like, watch Star Wars. But yeah, like I guess Star Wars I wasn't like super into, but I know.
You've seen the movies, like all
I've seen the
6 or 9 now or whatever it is, but
I've seen the newer ones, and I have seen some of I forget how the order goes, because I know it was like shot backwards.
Yeah, it was like it's like the sequels, then the prequels, and then
I've seen the newer ones, and I also have seen some of the older ones.
Like,
was it the
1, 2, and 3?
The ones with Anakin and like what's her name, Natalie Portman? Those?
No.
Are you seeing like the Luke ones, like the 80s, 70s, 80s?
That's the original.
Okay, those are good. Those are good. You saw the good ones.
Yeah.
You saw the good one.
Yeah, the new ones suck.
I don't think I've ever seen Natalie Portman in a Star Wars movie.
Oh, then yeah. So you haven't seen those.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen the.
You should watch them, but it's heavily inspired by Dune. Believe it or not, yeah.
Yeah, because I got I'm not gonna say it, obviously, but
Yeah, no,
I
no
got-
spoilers.
no,
spoilers.
I'm not gonna say it. But yeah, because someone spoiled fucking Dune Messiah on Twitter. Because that's the new thing now. People just post spoilers now on Twitter.
You're venting to the wrong guy. He loves that.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what keeps
I forgot.
that's his context.
I wouldn't say I love it because it depends. Sometimes I'm like, oh. I mean, I just like knowing.
Yeah,
know?
I get because it's one of those things. Like if it's either if you like that anticipation or not. Like there's like that in between. You know, like for me, I love the anticipation. I love like waiting a week for like an episode, or like when Infinity War came out. You know, when that ending.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was like I was freaking out, but I love that sense of like camaraderie that comes with it. Like everybody getting together to talk about that ending and like what's going to happen and like trying to figure out what happens the next, like in a show, it would be like what's happening next week and everybody giving their theories and it's all kind of like none of it happens. And you wait when you like binge or something, I feel like you're just getting it all at once and then that's it. There's not as much discourse, you know.
Yeah.
With movies is different, obviously. You still gotta wait 2 years. But I can't read spoilers. Like right now with like Marvel, I'm kind of faded out from Marvel, so I don't really care.
I will say it's not the way it used to be.
I was gonna get into that. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm starting to like I know there's like another season of Loki. I haven't watched that yet either, but it's definitely on my list. But it's not the same like it used to be.
The quality's down, right? Is there anything that you've liked so far? Like,
I mean, like I enjoy watching it because I've always loved the Marvel movies.
Right.
Like even since when I was younger, like I remember watching like Avengers, Age of Ultron. Like I remember watching that in the movie theaters, you know. But it's just definitely lost its touch. But it's also kind of like, you know, when you're like the OGs are gone and then like they're all starting to like everyone's graduating and it's like it's just kind of not. It's not the same.
I think the issue that they did was you have to eventually recast them. You have to bring back Iron Man. You have to bring a new actor, because the problem is they keep like what happened with Chadwick.
Boseman, yeah.
Like he passed away, which sucked. But it's like he's not Black Panther. Like he's an actor playing the role. Like just get someone else.
Okay, well, I don't know how I feel about that.
It's too soon. I think it's too soon. I think you got to let time pass before you do that.
But even that, if they tried to recast like Scarlett Johansson, like somebody else's Black Widow, I'd be like, no, that's not Black Widow.
I think if you gave it enough time, I mean, if you look at Spider-Man or Batman or Superman now, like it is tough. It's like a touchy thing, right? Because like Chadwick Boseman or like let's say like Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. Like that's very hard to replace. Chadwick Boseman very hard to replace, but from
you have to look at it as Batman too, though.
Yeah,
because you have Christian Bale, who's a great Batman, but then Ben Affleck, he didn't get a good run, but like his
Robert Pattinson was good.
Like we have different take. I feel like Marvel needs to have that. Like you need to have different.
But then it can't be like a you know, that's what I'm saying. Like
it's the cinematic
Batman,
universe.
it was like, okay, these are different versions.
Yeah,
of the same universe, but they're different versions. Like
they're
you can't keep it in the same version and just change the person.
But I feel like Marvel eventually. I'm not saying like right now, like go change it right now because it's still kind of new. But I feel like maybe in 5 years you want to, because look, this guy's not gonna do Iron Man. Like he's, unless you pay him like $1 billion.
I would be, he needs to like. I would be like, everybody needs to stay because I can't. Yeah, that's literally like them trying to like recast Star Wars like from back in the, you know.
Yeah,
like,
and the thing is, it's with the cinematic universe they've put themselves into a corner. It's like the cinematic universe is a great thing, but now it's starting to show like fuck, like now they're stuck. And I think what they could have done is treat it like almost like the DC animated films where you have your set cast, right? Like I think with Endgame,
you should have done a reset.
I think Endgame should have ended where it was like a hard, like to save the universe. It was like a hard reset, and with that reset comes a new universe, and with that new universe, like you know, with the multiverse, new universe comes different actors, but with time, like you give it a couple years, let people sit on that ending, but people also understand like, oh, that's the end of that era.
Yeah.
And then there's like a new universe born. Because they're kind of doing it now with the multiverse, if you really think about it. Like, oh, this variant plays this version of, like, apparently with,
you're saying about like what if?
Not even in the sense of like the multiverse, yes, but it could just be a different universe, right? Like with how DC's doing right now. Like, Ben Affleck was in this universe, but okay, now we have Robert Pattinson. he's not attached to what James Gunn is doing. I don't know if you've been following that, but the new DC universe that's coming with the new Superman, and they're doing a new Batman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like there's gonna be like 2 Batmans going on at the same time, which I don't like.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
that's something.
fine. Like, I mean, like it's a lot, but it's 2 different takes. As long as they're not like coming at the same time. Like,
So I
that's
feel
the
like
whole
if
thing.
you just gotta be like smart about it, you know? Like, how do you feel about like you're saying about Marvel? How do you feel about like Spider-Man? Do you like Spider-Man? How do you feel about the different Spider-Mans and like?
I do like Spider-Man, and I think Spider-Man is probably like one of my favorite after Endgame, Infinity
Mhm.
War. Because I think after those movies, like everything kind of
Just kinda
started to
faded.
change for
Yeah.
me a little bit.
yeah.
Especially now with like the Marvels and like and there's just so much going on. I mean, I will say though, I did love like WandaVision.
I like the first half.
Yeah,
Like
I was gonna
that
say,
was
yeah.
amazing, and I wish they would have kept that
I
quality
feel like
and
the
that
second half
feeling.
really kind of like lost quality a little bit.
I wish what bothered me about it is I wish she stayed bad because
Yeah.
then she kind of like her arc, she becomes good again, but then when Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness came
She's, like,
out,
bad
she's
again.
bad again. And
Well,
I know
but
it's
that
because
was
of the book.
timeline. Wasn't that because the timeline technically was that before or after?
No, it was after.
Multiverse, the Doctor Strange movie is after that, right?
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, it
is
it sets
after.
up, yeah.
Oh.
So like that show was supposed to set that up.
Yeah, like it was like what I didn't like in the second half of the show, it was trying to make us like sympathize. Like I get it, but you're basically torturing all these people in this city, like in this town. Like they have no free will.
But like
basically.
even if she wanted to be good, they should have done it.
But
But that's also not Wanda. That's the Scarlet Witch.
no, wasn't
Right.
it Wanda the one controlling everyone?
I mean, Wanda is Wanda,
It's-
but
yeah.
she is the Scarlet Witch,
Yeah.
and that power it like does something to you. So that's why I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not Wanda. That's the Scarlet
Oh,
Witch.
because she has
That's
like a 2 different thing. I thought it was just like
Yeah, because it was something with the book.
I haven't seen
with
the show
that
in a
book
long
that she
time.
the
had or
book
something.
said that like
Yeah.
her power, like
Yeah.
she is the Scarlet Witch, and I forgot what it was in the show, but they were saying that like I forgot what the neighbor. What was the purple witch? I forgot what her
Like
name was.
Agatha
Oh,
or
yeah,
something.
Agatha.
Yeah.
Agatha was saying like you don't know what you've just done, like what
Mhm.
you've just unleashed, because I think at the end of the show she was basically like coming into the Scarlet Witch, basically like allowing this like evil power,
Yeah.
and that's where it was in Doctor Strange, where again that wasn't
Yeah, that post-credit
wasn't
scene
Wanda,
too.
that was Scarlet
Oh.
Witch. So that's
Okay.
why I'm like,
Okay, yeah.
Wanda's not evil. Like Wanda is Wanda, but she's being polluted by.
I just wish like
I
the
thought she was always
show.
bad. I thought she was always supposed to be bad.
I just wish the show like let us into that, because I get they wanted to have like within the show like that happy ending,
Mhm.
so that show is done. But I wish they kind of like led into it a little bit.
Yeah.
And like let it end on a like a more
on a
darker
darker
note. Like
note.
Well,
you-
she's still bad. Like even though she had this like self epiphany of like, oh my god, what have I done? Like,
yeah, with the post credit
but
scene.
at the end of the day, like after she like closed the
Right.
town and everything returned to normal, she was still basically hated by everybody
Yeah.
out there
And
because they
I-
were like, you did something so bad to this town, to all these people.
Yeah.
Like you are evil in the eyes of everyone else, even if you did have like a little moment of self-realization.
And I will say I like that show the most out of everything else they kind of released. I liked like creatively, I like what they did with like the sitcoms and like the different eras of show. You know, like
see
it-
that part that's the part because you say you didn't like the ending. I didn't really like the beginning.
Oh,
of
really?
WandaVision.
Oh,
I
really?
started to enjoy it more when the color started returning, and also like
Oh,
when we started to, because at first I was like,
what's going
what's
on?
the point of this? You
Yeah.
know, it's a sitcom, but like where are we going with this? And then as you kind of see, like yes, as time progresses on, it started changing quality. That's when I'm like, okay, I see where we're going with this.
Yeah, so
But
you
the
were kind of
beginning,
like, what's
the
going
beginning
on?
was a little tough for me. But
Oh.
I love
That's interesting because
WandaVision.
yeah, like for me, I liked the beginning because it was like it was eerie. Like, okay,
Yeah.
why are things? What is it that I'm supposed to find? And then like as the episodes progress, you're like finding these little clues. It was kind of like I don't know if you ever seen the Truman Show with Jim Carrey.
No.
Oh, that's a good movie. You should watch it.
Oh,
It's on
really?
Max, but it's similar in that sense. It's like this perfect world, this perfect bubble, and you're just finding like the little clues of like what the reality actually is. And the show, you know, it was kind of getting there, and then it does, and then the
I
second
will say
half.
like when the like as the show's progressing, I started feeling like not scared, but I was like, wait, this is creepy. Like
Mhm.
she just threw her through the houses. Like
yeah,
you know, that's where I'm like, okay, this is getting intense. And then eventually kind of like plateaued a little bit, but I still loved that.
Yeah, that was one of the stronger shows for sure, and then everything else just kind of fell flat for me.
Loki, I did enjoy. I haven't seen the newest season yet, but
apparently it's good.
I haven't seen it.
We didn't see any.
I haven't seen it. Oh, you haven't seen at all, like
Yeah.
Loki?
Because I'm kind of like over his character. Because I felt like his character had a great arc. We're like, oh, let's bring him back.
Yeah, he
Like,
should have stayed dead.
it's
The-
like, even though
Well,
it's- even
this
though it's
show
a
should have been
different-
done a long time ago.
Yeah.
That's another thing that I'm also like, I like the show. Like, it just should have been done such a long time ago because, you know, he's dead.
Yeah,
Well, even though it's a different version of him, it's like the. Remember in Endgame when they go to get the little cube, they by mistake freed him.
yeah,
So that's like that Loki.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
yeah,
'cause
from
remember-
Endgame or whatever.
You
Yeah, it
remember when
doesn't.
Iron Man is trying to get the little cube?
Yeah, when
And
they went
he-
back in time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they take the little cube to Loki and he
Mhm.
just picks it up and like leaves. So like that's like that Loki.
Yeah,
Oh, I
Yeah.
did not know that. Yeah.
yeah. It's whatever. Like the only thing I'm kind of looking forward to is the new Spider-Man movie, which
Nah, I'm
I
kind of worried
haven't
about
heard. Like they're still like trying to figure out what to do
it.
with
'Cause
it.
I feel like I feel like he needs to kind of move away from the Marvel stuff. I kind of just want like a classic Spider-Man, like a Toby, just
Yeah,
like
did-
Peter Parker in New York trying to figure it all out.
Did
Like,
you like?
that's what I
Did
want.
you watch the Toby ones and the
Oh,
Andrew
yeah.
Garfields? How do you
Yeah.
feel about those compared to like the Tom Holland ones? What's your favorite?
say
We asked Ricky the same question. What's your favorite Spider-Man?
my favorite is, I don't know if this is problematic, but it's definitely the Andrew Garfield ones.
Okay,
Yeah,
Ricky said the same
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Ricky said
You
the
know
same
what? Is
thing.
it because it's like darker,
Yeah, and I don't know.
more
Like,
like serious?
it is, and also like I don't know. I just loved Emma Stone as like
Gwen
Their,
Stacy.
Yeah,
their
I like-
chemistry is like really good in that.
I mean,
movie.
yeah, they started going out in real life.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's how good the
I mean, I
chemistry
love the
was.
Tobey
Like,
Maguire ones. Like
Yeah.
I love all of them, but I do think that like I gravitate more towards the Andrew Garfield ones.
It's true. It's like what
Damn.
Ricky said. He was like, because Ricky, he was trying to explain. He's like, it's just the way he does things. Like the way he just,
He's very cool.
the way, yeah, he was a very cool, like, Peter
he's
Parker.
a cool, like
oh wait, he said that like the way he does.
It's just the
things?
way he does things, and then
Yeah.
he started doing like all the mannerisms and stuff. But like
I mean,
it's
he is like he's not like the nerdy Peter. He's like the cool Peter. He's
Yeah.
like riding a skateboard, very chill.
he was, I think, the best part of No Way Home. I think how they wrote him and how they portrayed him.
the only issue that I had with that movie. It's a great movie, but it's a theater movie. Like if you try to watch it at home, I couldn't finish it. I was like, this movie's bad. Like the story. I was like, oh, this like
Has
the
a lot,
movie-
yeah, the plot holes.
like the
and,
movie's
you
like
know.
pretty bad
Mhm.
because like the story doesn't really make sense. It's like you couldn't just talk to the advisor of the college before you decide to do this whole multiverse.
Yeah, like the
fucking thing.
logistics and stuff. Yeah, but it,
And it did
yeah.
like it did like even Strange being dumb enough to actually do it kind of like hurts his character because he's smart. Like Strange is a smart character.
Mhm.
He
But it
wouldn't
all-
just do that.
But it all works because like
yeah,
the
but again,
nostalgia of
because you
having
want
all the
that- 'cause
Spider-Man
you want
together.
That big moment. Toby, Andrew back. But because I tried watching it because we bought the 4K, I couldn't finish it. Like I was like,
Really?
like it's.
How do you
rough.
feel
It's
about
rough.
it? Like, have you seen it again since it came out in theaters?
I don't think so.
Interesting.
No.
Because it's more of a theater movie. Because like everyone starts clapping, cheering when you see like when the whole cast comes together.
Yeah, I will say it's kind of interesting watching it again, like not in a theater,
Mm-hmm.
because those moments of like when they reveal Toby or reveal Andrew Garfield, like the movie has a pause.
Yeah, like the movie
Mhm.
really pauses for
the
moment.
movie like
They knew it was
like when I'm watching it and like Andrew Garfield comes out and I'm watching it at home, like there's a moment of just nothing happening and it's like, oh, like this is meant so that when you're watching it in the theater,
Yeah, everyone starts
let people
clapping.
cheer, because like, but I'm watching it at home, nobody's cheering, I already know what's happening. I'm like, wow, like that's interesting.
And also,
it's weird.
And I think what hurt the movie too was, I think trying to film during like COVID really hurt it because like the CGI wasn't like great. You can
Mhm.
tell that it was very limited, like on the sets.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, that really hurt the film. You can really, because I think there was a shot of what's the bully's name?
Flash.
Well, he's not really a bully, but the Flash. He's literally standing, and you can tell it's a green screen. Like you can just like you couldn't film on a real street.
But that's been happening a lot, I feel like, with Marvel. I saw a lot of people talking about that, like it's just their quality in general going down, like the
because
VFX.
even the ending of that movie, when he's with Happy in the funeral, that's all CG. Like the whole background is
Yeah.
fake. Because people did a side by side of Andrew Garfield when he's at the graveyard. It's a real graveyard, you can tell.
Yeah.
But with that one, it's literally like you can tell it's like just place these characters on a green screen and everything's just like super fake.
Did you like Amazing Spider-Man 2?
I did.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Interesting. How do you feel about like all the villains and stuff? Or did you kind of look past that?
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I will say the strongest suit about it was like the Emma Stone.
Yeah, like
Andrew
when she
Garfield.
dies in that movie, it's like really impactful.
I think
that
that's
was
also
strong.
why,
That was
because like
strong.
she, I always like sympathize with people,
yeah.
like especially when there's like a death. That's
And also the way
That
they
always
did it
hits.
was
That
really
always
good.
hits.
that does.
No,
hit.
but like the way they did it, like you felt the impact. I was like,
no, and
Yeah.
it's like just like
yeah,
1
like
second.
yeah, like
Yeah.
you know, but
Yeah.
like I love the sound of when she hits it. Like it's like
He's
oh,
like, I
shit.
love
Okay.
that.
No, because like you feel like he was too late,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh shit, like that was a pretty like
Yeah.
Yeah,
powerful moment.
it's dark, but it works in the sense like he just missed it.
It sucks.
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
shitty. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like one of the, and with No Way Home, that's why I really liked what they did with his character. He kind of talked about
yeah,
Oh no,
The
I love
death
that
and-
part when
yeah,
they
that
were.
was really good.
yeah,
Yeah.
like how they connected and like how it all connects, you know. And I think Andrew Garfield is just such a good actor.
Because they
in
talked
general.
about their Gwens, right?
Yeah.
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 I
Uh,
love that. That was probably like one of my favorite parts when they were like, "Wait, your Gwen? My Gwen is dead. Your Gwen
Yeah.
is here," and then the other one.
And,
yeah.
and the fact that he actually like saves like Tom Holland's like
That-
that was really cool. Like, he
that
has
was a
full
little
circle.
tear
That was-
jerking moment.
yeah,
Yeah, I was
yeah.
like, "Oh."
That was a
Like,
good
yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
Or even just like when he asks if she's okay, you know, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And he was like,
He's, like, breaking
"Again, this
down.
fucking Zendaya." I just realized, dude, like she's like in every, and I noticed like she's in all the good stuff and all of her like romance in her movies and like never work out. Like I remember when No Way Home ended, I was like, "What?" You know, like when she's gonna forget everything, you know. And then
That also
that was
really
good.
sucked.
That
I mean,
was
like it
good.
was good, but it sucked.
It sucked.
like
yeah,
it
yeah.
hurt. I was like, it hurt watching that. I was like, "Oh shit."
I remember like when we were talking about it after, I was like, no, but I mean, the way they wrote it, you know, when she was like, no, tell me when you see me again. And so I was like, oh, but they're leaving it open, you know, whatever.
But see, I like that, but I also didn't like that so much because I'm like, pobrecito, now he's gotta like go through all of this to be like, oh, jog your memory,
Here's,
like.
the whole photo
Yeah,
library.
and then
Right.
no, and then he gave up. And it's like he was like, "Oh, okay, with time he'll remember who I am." And I was like,
I have,
"No,
I,
this
know,
shouldn't
Yeah.
be like this."
I have a feeling though in part 4 they're gonna like retcon it. I have a feeling.
That's what it seemed. Apparently, she's coming back for 4.
Because I don't know. I feel like Marvel doesn't like stick to their gun on anything.
I-
They
I-
always
it-
just retcon everything.
I always felt like they ended it really well with No Way Home.
Mhm.
I think the impact, right? Like, how would you feel if like 4 came around and he like convinced her like, oh, we're back together?
It'll kill
How would
it.
you feel about that?
It'll
like,
kill it.
I
Like
feel
he can't. It can't be that simple though. Like there would need to be a little.
I
don't
feel
know.
like if they did it like in part 5 or like 6 or something, but like in the 4th movie, like after making us feel that in No Way Home, to me it would feel like this equivalent to like when Loki died and they brought him back for the show or something, or like an Endgame actually, because it was an
Like, too
Endgame when
soon?
yeah, like
because it's like I don't know, Marvel tends to do it like when Thor loses like his eye, right? And Thor Ragnarok.
yeah, right.
It was a
Mhm.
cool moment. Like, oh shit, he lost his eye. He has the eye patch. He looks super badass. Then, which movie does he get the eye back? Oh, I think it's Infinity War, right? Did they just give him
Yeah,
the
the
fake
next
eye?
movie, yeah,
And it's like, oh,
and then he has his eye back.
and then and the thing is, and it's not even like because I think in the movie it's like brown. He has a blue eye.
Mhm.
His real eye is blue, but the fake eye is like brown.
Mhm.
Then in Thor 4, what's the Love and Thunder?
Yeah,
He has
it's just
blue
back to
eyes.
normal. Yeah.
And he has 2 blue eyes.
Yeah, they just kind of retcon it. I mean,
Yeah, it's
I
like,
always
oh.
felt like for Spider-Man, like it would be cool, like if No Way Home, how it ended, right? And then 4, it's more about him being on his own, and like you know, he lives in his own apartment now, whatever.
Mhm.
And then maybe that's when like Black Cat comes in, and like she's like this new love interest, but he doesn't want it, but it's like she's around,
Mhm.
and then there's
He
like
wants
that tension.
Spicy. He wants that spicy.
and then there's like that tension. Maybe like MJ is still around, like Zendaya's MJ. She's around, but like they're not back. Like they don't remember. Like she doesn't remember him yet. But like there's
Mhm.
this thing, and then maybe in part 5, you make it like this funny like love triangle where like Black Cat's around and like MJ remembers, and then like
Mhm.
you know you make it like this. I don't know, something
I
like
wonder
that.
what they're gonna do with Ned. Is it Ned? The
Isn't he?
friend.
He's supposed to turn evil.
Yeah,
no?
they-
He's
Yeah,
supposed to.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, are they gonna bring him back? Because they haven't announced
I don't
him
know.
coming back yet.
Mm. I just hate that the aunt, like, she died. That
Yeah,
one
but that
was
was
like,
amazing.
because
that
now
was
he's
actually a
really
good scene.
alone. His friends don't remember him. His girlfriend doesn't remember him. Now his aunt is
Yeah.
gone. I mean,
Yeah.
But that's Spider-Man, right? Like
Yeah, but
It's
I
about-
kind of like the whole twist to it, where it's so like we've seen Uncle Ben die a million times, like we get it.
Yeah.
But it was like Aunt May.
it was really
like,
well done.
It was
really well done.
and the way they did too was pretty cool.
She delivered the line like she
Yeah,
delivered it
she's
really
great.
well.
She's great.
I felt it just
and she's a really good. I forgot what she's in. I don't know if you guys
She's
ever
in
saw that
everything.
show.
She's in Wrestler.
Was she in Blood? Did you guys ever see that show Bloodline?
Oh yeah, I've seen
oh
it.
he's seen it.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
love
no,
Bloodline.
I-
Is that not her? That's
no,
not the
she's
aunt
in
or the mom.
the girl in Bloodline is from the
Oh,
Scooby Doo.
that
Like she plays the one with the glasses.
Velma
Yeah, from
in
the
Bloodline.
no. I'm talking about Scooby Doo. She's like in Scooby Doo as Velma, but in Bloodline she's like the sister. I forgot her name.
Wait, I'm trying to think.
That's the one they filmed like in the Keys or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was in the Keys.
But fucking Netflix canceled it.
No,
Yeah, they canceled it early.
the lady from Bloodline, I forgot her name, but she is married to Hawkeye. That's Hawkeye's
Jeremy
wife.
Renner?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. In the movie, right? Or in real life?
in the movie. No, in the movie. That's like Hawkeye's wife.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant in real life.
No,
I was like,
not in
oh.
real life. In the movie, that's Hawkeye's
Okay.
wife. Because remember, well, even Hawkeye, even after the like after Thanos snapped,
Yeah.
his family, like his wife.
No.
Who is it?
Hey, no. Wait. What is
This
it
is-
giving me?
Put
Wait, is this
Netflix. Put Netflix.
Oh, yeah, I
I
have
think
to
it's
put
giving you
Netflix.
something else.
Oh, wait,
Season
here.
1 or
Three.
something.
Oh, you're
That
not
was a
giving me-
good show.
This lady,
Yes, Linda.
Linda.
My Linda.
There we go. She's Velma. And
Oh,
she's
Scooby-Doo.
Velma?
right.
Are you sure?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no
Oh,
way
yeah,
she's
Velma,
Velma.
there it is.
Oh my god,
Velma.
she is Velma.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You know that was supposed to
The
be like
hot
a
Velma.
rated R
Oh my
movie.
god, that's Velma.
Yeah, because you know the movie's supposed to be like rated R. I think like James Gunn wrote it, right?
Yeah, James Gunn
It's supposed
wrote
to be-
it.
It was supposed to be like rated R.
It was supposed to be like a rated R, like sexy, like
Yeah, I mean, you
stoner
can tell.
film.
look, she's in
latex.
Yeah. Yeah, because wasn't it supposed to be like a lesbian scene with her?
Yeah,
and,
yeah. There was supposed to be like a whole
hey,
thing.
what's the
Look,
other
and
girl?
no, right there, that one on the right.
This one?
Yeah, she blew up right there.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm shook that I just realized that that's
I used
Velma.
to watch this movie so much as a kid.
Yeah, like so he wrote it as a rated R like comedy, right?
Mhm.
So that's why like Shaggy and Scooby, like there's like those scenes implying that they're stoners, like with the smoke and like they're smoking weed. In the rated R version, that was supposed to be the bit,
Yeah.
and you know the sexy Velma and like all this. But then the studio decided last minute, like,
just
no, we're
like,
not doing
yeah.
rated R anymore. So they had to cut and like edit around it to
They had
make
to
it like
cut
a
the sexy
PG
out.
and just try to make it like a kids movie. But that's why it's still like weirdly like sexual and like
yeah,
you know
yeah, because the thing is, as a kid, I didn't pick up on any of it. But when I
Yeah.
watched it again, I was like, oh, wait a minute.
like you see that version.
I haven't seen that movie and I don't even know how
Years,
long,
man.
but that's why you just said that and I'm like, wait, that's Hawkeye's wife.
Yeah, no.
That's crazy. Yeah.
I
And
forgot.
she's
Yeah,
also
yeah.
like the sister, I think, in Bloodline. She's like one of the sister
Yeah,
of
was Kyle Chandler,
Mhm.
which that is a great show. Which it's a shame Netflix didn't let him finish because he had like 6 seasons planned.
That show was such a good show.
That
I
was
remember
really good.
the opening song, like for the credit. I love that song.
No, and what's the brother from season 1? He's in
He's-
Rogue. God, I just had to. He's in Rogue One. That's the commander.
Oh yeah.
This dude, Ben.
Mendelsohn.
Yeah, this guy's like
He's Australian.
he is.
Yeah, it says
All these good
Australian actor.
actors.
Yeah.
All these good actors. They're never American.
No, but seriously, you should watch it. It is a really good show. Even though season 3 wasn't filmed in the Keys because the tax was too expensive.
yeah.
But
That's
the
why
first-
nothing's filmed
Wait,
here
season
anymore.
3 was not filmed in the Keys?
Because of something with taxes, it was like too expensive. But I think the first 2 were.
Yeah, because in Florida, nothing really films here anymore, like film wise, because we don't give like tax incentives. So like everything costs too much. Like
Yeah.
that's why Georgia they give great tax incentives. So like
Well, Marvel
give you
shot
money
a lot
back.
in Georgia too. They in Atlanta.
they have studios,
Yeah.
full on studio, because they give you money back,
Yeah.
like through
Yeah.
tax to film there. So
Mhm.
you're actually saving money. That's why everybody goes to film. The Bad Boys 3 and 4 filmed in Georgia. They didn't even film. They filmed here for like 2
It
weeks,
doesn't make sense. Like it,
but it costs too
it's
much.
not Miami. You could tell it's like
yeah.
only for that like the main like South Beach part. But
It just costs too much,
Those movies,
which
have you
sucks
seen those?
because
part 3. Have you seen part 3 of Bad Boys? Or
No, I have not.
It's pretty. I wouldn't. It's pretty bad.
Don't.
Are you into Bad Boys at all?
Not really.
No,
No.
right?
I mean,
Oh,
I
you
know about
never-
it, but I've never like really seen
I would
them.
watch the first two. The first two are
I
classics.
think I've seen like parts of the first one, but that's like in Mexico in Spanish. Like I'm
Oh.
just like flipping on the channel
Yeah.
Like
at the
resort
hotel, and there's like
television.
nothing. Yeah, literally,
Yeah.
it's like I guess I'll watch this.
I
like,
would I would watch the first two because those are classics. Like those
Yeah.
are classic, like really good, like Miami movies. But part
I
three,
think
is
maybe I
trash.
might have seen the first one. I'm still just trying to, but that was like definitely a long time.
What
ago.
would you say are your like top? And you don't have to put it like give them in an order, but like your top like movies and shows
Oh gosh.
right now, or just in general, something that really stuck with you, and it could be from a couple years ago. It doesn't have to be recently.
I mean, oh gosh,
That's
I don't
a-
know.
yeah,
I've
no, that's
seen
a
a
tough
lot
one.
of movies, and I'm trying to think over time. I
Wait,
mean, shows like I can tell you right now. I don't know. I mean, I watch a lot of shows, and
Okay.
I am the type of person to watch like shitty shows.
Okay,
Like, I love watching shitty shows.
like
sometimes.
what? Like what? I want to hear it.
I don't know. Like I've seen.
Equalizer.
I mean, I do like reality TV. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Okay,
so there's some Real Housewives, Below Deck, like all that stuff. I
Okay.
like watching
Okay.
that stuff. But that's just because it's like fun to watch.
there's like a science I feel behind reality TV.
I
Like
mean,
it's
look at
so
the- What's
calculated.
the one on Netflix? Is it Love Island?
Is it Love Island? on
Oh, see,
Netflix?
Love Island and all that Love is Blind. I don't watch that. Like, I need to see a family and like their life, or like what are these people doing?
Oh, like the Kim Kardashian. Like,
I've watched the Kardashians,
Okay.
and the Kardashians honestly is better than Keeping Up with the Kardashians in my opinion. Like just the way it was shot. Like I love that it's more cinematic.
Which one is the one that
is it a keeping?
that they
Is
like
that the
fought
new
each
one?
other and stuff?
They
The one-
they fought each other.
Oh, they fight a lot, right?
Yeah.
But there was one a couple of years ago
Oh,
Where,
yeah,
that
where
Chloe-
the makeup was on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the Kardashians. I'm pretty sure.
It was like a couple of years ago, and it
Yeah.
was Courtney that she like
Courtney and
freaking-
Kim. Yeah,
yeah,
I
and
think Kim hit
and then Chloe was
Courtney
like
or something.
Courtney, you know, and she just like actually can you
Yeah.
find that? I remember when that came out. I posted a TikTok about it. Like
no,
I
when I
recorded
saw
it.
that, I remember because
That was real.
That
They
one I
tried
would
the-
watch.
The keyboard doesn't.
I would try to watch like every week when it came out because they were doing the episodes on Hulu.
You know what's another? I think you'll like. It's on Netflix. Love. Have you seen Love?
Which Love? No.
Love. It came out a couple.
Or maybe
years
I need to see it first because I do scroll through it, like Netflix a lot.
Click on YouTube.
Oh, it's I was like, wait, what do you want me to do?
Like, click on YouTube.
Yeah,
Let me
we need to
see.
get a new keyboard. That shit ain't working.
It's like the
But it's called
signal.
a Love, and it's written
Fights
by
with Kim.
Judd Apatow. Judd Apatow. Like this is 40.
Oh, okay.
I think just did you write?
Oh yeah, it's a Netflix series actually.
It's like 3 seasons, but it's like really good.
Oh, really? Love? I
It's
feel
a-
like I need to see the.
Uh,
I need
let-
to
let
see
me-
it.
It's
let
like
me search it real
um,
quick.
It's like a rom-com, but like a series.
But it's like really good though.
It's really good, really
Dude,
good.
this keyboard is
Like the chemistry between the main actors is really good. The actress was really good. It was the same thing though, where they had
There
to
you
cut
go.
the series short because of Netflix.
yeah, because Netflix canceled Bloodline, and I think they shortened this one.
Wow, that was
oh, no, I don't think
2017.
I've seen this.
But this, it's like even though season 3, it feels a little rushed, but it's still good.
mm-hmm.
But it feels a little rushed, but it's like really good though. Like it's solid, like 3 season. It's a 3 or 4,
It's 3.
3, but it's like really funny though. It's like really good. She's really good too, Gillian Jacobs. This is a good show. Like I really enjoyed my time with
Oh,
the
it's got
show.
a 94 Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, it's like it never does it. We were like super hooked on it.
Yeah, no, it's like a really good like rom-com series.
And the
you know?
comedy too, because it's this guy, the Judd.
Judd Apatow,
Yeah, like his comedy is so like just funny.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
this is
it's
a good
really
show.
good.
This is a really
it's
good
really
show.
good.
I don't know. There's a bunch of shows that I've seen, like, and movies too.
So,
Another
so
g-
you like that like
I do like that's one of like my guilty pleasures.
yeah,
is
that's what I was gonna
I
say.
do
guilty
like
pleasure.
I love shitty TV shows. I forgot there was one show that I was watching and I remember thinking this is like the shittiest show I have ever seen, but I'm gonna watch all of it. Oh, it's like it's one of those CW shows.
Oh,
Okay.
I also will watch like all those CW shows like
Arrow.
Arrow was the only one that I didn't get into, but How to Get Away with Murder,
Oh,
The
okay.
Flash, Supergirl.
Hey, you watched The Flash?
Yeah.
I seen
Yeah.
some clips and I was like, man, it
It's
looks
pretty
rough.
bad, but I don't know. I'm just like
There's
you
just
know.
something good
But
about
I
it.
also just love like the superhero movies.
But you know what's one that
Okay.
was actually pretty good was Arrow. Like Arrow, like the first 2-3 seasons, I would say really good. Then just like shit on quality. Like they just fall off a cliff.
Really?
There's, like,
I mean,
fucking-
they all kind of just like Supergirl.
Yeah.
I don't even know if the Flash is still shooting.
That's
No,
interesting.
I
But you
think
were
the
like,
Flash
I'm gonna
ended.
keep watching. Like,
Because I'm like, it's the Flash. Like, I love the Flash. I
Right.
will love any rendition of the Flash.
did
know?
you like the movie? Like the latest one?
I did, and you know what's funny? I actually just watched these like maybe like not even a month ago. I watched them all on like HBO
Uh-huh.
because I was like, all right, I want to watch them back to back to back. And I did like it. You know, I in the beginning of the movie, it was a little hard to kind of get into it. I don't know, it was just like a weird adjustment.
Right.
But I ended up like I walked away like happy from it. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, at first I liked it, but then like we saw the animated one,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh wait, never mind. Like that one's shit. This one's better. Because like
yeah.
I don't know, because then you start thinking of like Michael Keaton fighting those General Zod like soldiers.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't make sense because like you watch Man of Steel, like they're like fucking superhuman strength teleporting everywhere. I was like, I didn't really get that part. Or Michael Keaton like beating one of them,
Yeah,
or almost beating one of them.
Yeah, I didn't like the Flash too much. I don't know. It was just too like, especially with the ending, the whole multiverse thing.
Yeah.
Like you saw like Nicolas
That-
Cage.
Yeah,
and,
that was a little crazy. I think what I enjoyed more about that was like Barry's journey of like how he was like the immature Barry and how he became like that figure
Yeah,
that
like-
was chasing him.
Yeah, like
Right.
the part with
Oh,
him and
yeah,
his
that was
mom.
interesting.
That's what I loved. And especially
Mhm.
the thing about the mom.
Yeah, that was
I
good.
think honestly I just have like a thing. Like if someone dies, I'm like I
that's like that's
yeah,
your
I'm
kryptonite.
like you got me.
You got me. I'm
Because honestly, like that, you know, he just wanted to see his mom, and you know, he learned like a really hard lesson the hard way, you know.
Even though the movie kind of like retcons itself a little bit, right? Like, cause like the whole point is like don't change anything.
and
but
then he
then-
changes it
but
at the
then
end.
Everything
But
happens for a reason, and
but
he was like,
then-
I don't care.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
he moves the can higher or whatever. Like he moved the can higher so like they can see the dad's face.
Yeah.
I was
But-
like, wait, well, you're not supposed to like change anything.
That to me though, I mean, I was like, okay, that's sweet. You just, but that was like a tiny thing. But I was also like, is there more? Did he do something even worse?
Right.
Yeah, but I guess it does because then at the end it's like George Clooney coming out instead of like Ben Affleck's Batman.
yeah.
Because is that because
That was crazy.
like, I
seeing
don't know,
George Clooney
Yeah,
come
because was that because he moved the can up and it was like a George Clooney, like it changed the
Yeah.
multiverse
Which
thing.
Doesn't matter now because
Yeah,
James Gunn is doing a
even
whole
though
new
it sucks,
thing.
I feel like they should bring back the girl who did Supergirl. I forgot her name. It was like Sasha something.
Cara Danvers. That's all I know.
Yeah, but the girl who played like Supergirl in that movie, she was like the best part. And I was like, just bring her back for the James Gunn universe. Like, why would you like recast her? 'Cause she's like really good.
She was good, I will say.
She was good. Yeah.
And it sucks because they wanted to do a movie with her and Henry Cavill. And I was like,
Oh really?
Yeah.
And I was like,
She was supposed to be like
the
Henry
cousin?
Cavill's cousin, like the Superman's cousin, and they were gonna do a movie together.
Well, she is in the show, but the Superman that they show in the show is like not Henry Cavill.
It's not Henry Cavill.
It's like the Aldi version.
the Aldi version.
Which sucks because that would have been a really cool movie. I'm still pissed about Henry Cavill. in that.
I liked her as Supergirl.
She
Yeah,
was
she
like,
was cool.
No,
She
like
was
the
cool.
like I don't know, like
Imagine her and Henry Cavill side by side.
Like yeah,
you know,
like I can
kicking
see
ass.
it. I can see it. But
I will say I don't know how I felt about what's his name, the Flash, like in the show, in the CW show. I forget what his name. I think it's like Sebastian something. But
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I also like when I was younger, I used to watch Glee. He's from Glee, and so is she, Supergirl.
Oh.
So it was just so weird to see them there.
okay.
And oh no,
Evolving.
it's Grant Gustin, I think,
For the Flash, right?
for the Flash. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's like, his name is Grant
Yeah.
Gus, yeah, or Grant Gustin.
Yeah, Grant. I know it's something Grant.
Keyboard is not working.
I still want to see that Kim Kardashian fight. By the way, don't think I
Oh my
forgot
God.
about that. I still want to go back to that.
I'm sorry about the
Cast.
keyboard. I know it's being slow.
Grant Gus.
Yeah, Grant Gustin. What was her name?
Which one?
Cara Danvers. I forget what her name.
Oh, the Supergirl.
Yeah, Supergirl.
Oh, Supergirl.
Yeah. Supergirl.
Is that a
But
different
she's
show?
in. They've done
No,
they've done
from-
crossovers, like especially with Arrow, Flash, and Supergirl.
Yeah.
There was, and even I forget what other show. The one with all the superheroes.
The one with all the superheroes.
It's called like The Legends or something.
Oh, the Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah, The Legends of Tomorrow. Like
Yeah.
did a crossover. Like literally, it was like a 5-part episode, and that one I did not watch because I was like, I'm not gonna go to this other show to watch the episode. I was like, all
Yeah,
right,
it's
I
a
don't know
lot.
what's gonna happen. And
Yeah, I used to.
That's a lot of
I'm gonna
homework.
leave it there.
Me and my sister was really into Arrow. We would watch it every week. You know, like
Mhm.
you know, but and we're like, oh my god, like what happened to the show? Like it just
We
kinda,
met him,
like,
right?
Yeah, we met him.
Yeah.
He's really
Oh,
cool.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we met him. Dude, just
At
the keyboard is
MegaCon.
not. I'm trying.
Yeah, every year we go to MegaCon, we meet who was like a big one? We met Shazam, Zach Levi.
which is really
really?
cool. He's really cool.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
What am I putting here? Supergirl?
Supergirl. Yeah, I'm trying, but like the keyboard is not working.
Yeah, no, we need to.
Sorry about that.
Unbelievable.
Good.
Adrian's gonna walk out. He's like, fuck
I'm mad at Jamie.
this. All right, there. Is that it? Is that what I'm?
Not him, but you just tell us like shit. Like just like that image alone. Oh yeah, this guy's Superman.
He's not giving. Yeah, I don't know who
He's
that
like
Superman is.
from Teen Wolf, like that Teen
Oh,
Wolf
that's
show.
that guy from Teen Wolf. Did you
Yeah.
watch Teen Wolf?
No, but I mean, I know I've heard
You've
about
heard
it.
about
But
it.
he's
My
from Teen
mom
Wolf.
is-
With what's his name?
Dylan
Dylan
O'Brien.
Dylan
yeah.
O'Brien.
Yeah,
Dylan O'Brien, yeah.
my mom and sister love that show. They love.
I never.
Dylan
That was like an
O'Brien.
MTV show, wasn't it?
Yeah, it
Oh my
was.
god.
It was a huge hit too. I think they're doing a movie.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's like a sequel
Oh,
movie.
Melissa Benoist. Yeah.
What is she? The Supergirl?
Yeah, she's Supergirl, but she's done. I don't think she's really done anything else.
She's not that super.
Not that.
She's not.
I mean, it's easy money. I mean, you're in a crappy show. No one watches it.
Yeah, look, see, I don't think she's done much.
Known for really Patriots.
Oh,
Day.
she was in Whiplash. That's her. Oh, she
Wait,
was in
that's a great
Whiplash.
movie,
I
man.
love Whiplash.
And
Whiplash
She's
is such a good movie.
The love
The
interest,
girlfriend?
right?
Yeah.
Oh.
She is.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, she
I
was in
haven't
Whiplash.
seen this movie in a while.
Whiplash,
an
the
amazing movie.
soundtrack for Whiplash is also amazing.
Yeah, it is. Damn, she's in Whiplash.
That's a great movie, man. Great movie.
And it's funny, one of my friends from high school, like the one he was like always the director of like our films and stuff. He always said that quote. You know the quote from Whiplash?
Which
Where he's
one?
like, there's no two words in the English language worse than good job. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah. Were you rushing or were you
Yeah,
dragging?
I never.
Yeah.
We learned about the movie because we were watching the Oscars,
Yeah.
and it showed his clip from that part. Him just yelling. I'm like, oh, okay, we need to watch that movie. Which I hate the Oscars don't do that no more. Like they don't show.
Oh, they
clips.
don't show the clips anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
no.
sucks because if you really think about it, like if it happens, like for example, like for that movie, we didn't watch it.
But we
But
saw that clip and
that
we were
clip,
like, wow,
oh,
that
wait.
looks
That made you
really
wanna watch it,
intense.
yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't
That's
know.
such an intense movie, man.
It's a
J.K.
good
Simmons,
movie.
yeah.
That is honestly like pretty up there.
Yeah, I heard this
That's one of my top
Babylon-
movies.
I heard this Babylon wasn't that good.
Yeah, did you watch that one with Margot Robbie?
I never got a chance to watch Babylon.
It's the
And I
same
know
director,
It's on
yeah.
HBO. It's on HBO.
Yeah, I don't know.
Max,
I don't know what it is. That movie just never really appealed to me. Like,
Really?
Like I saw the trailer. I'm like, eh.
And it's the same writer director, Damien Chazelle. You know, La La Land, Whiplash.
I will say he has lost his touch a little bit.
That's tough. Yeah, he's like in director's jail apparently now
Yeah,
because
it's
that
like-
movie cost a lot of money
and it
and it
bombed.
flopped.
Yeah.
So that in
Which one,
Hollywood is a
Babylon?
no-no. Babylon.
No, no,
yeah.
no. But he did good in First Man. I thought First Man was good.
Oh, I never saw that one.
With
he-
Ryan Gosling, he plays
Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong. I was gonna say Lance Armstrong.
Yeah, he's doing steroids or riding bike.
Yeah, Neil Armstrong. He did good in that one, but yeah, Whiplash and La La Land are like, you know,
Definitely.
Those
one
are
of those
up
guys.
Yeah,
there,
I
man.
like. I saw the trailer for Babylon. I was like, yeah, I don't care about this movie.
we still gotta watch it though.
I
We
won't
still gotta
say
watch
that like he's lost his touch. I will say he peaked though.
it.
He did have his
Mm.
peak.
I mean,
What would
the-
you say was his peak? Was it La La Land or
The like that era of
Whiplash? It was-
Whiplash
yeah.
to La La Land and like a little bit right after.
I think it was First Man after, right?
Yeah, he did First Man
Yeah.
after
And
that.
I think, and then
But
Babylon.
First Man wasn't as big of like a hit, but like La La Land was like he was on top of the world.
But see, I love what he does with like the music.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
His style. Have you seen the behind the scenes of like him, like how he whips the camera with the music, and it was great, man. I hope he does something else.
Yeah, I think
because,
I
you
think
know.
his next film should be obviously not a big budget movie.
That's the thing with Babylon. They gave him all the money in the world, and it didn't.
But
it
even
didn't
that
work.
trailer, like I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, I want to watch. And I saw that trailer in the theaters, and I was like, I want to watch that, and I could tell that it was like Damien Chazelle just because
Yeah.
of the music.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like the trailer was trying to like be too try hardy.
But
Like, I
which
feel like-
one? Babylon?
Yeah, I feel like the trailer was like, I don't know, it was like Margot Robbie just trying to be crazy, and I was like what's the?
I think
There
it's
was
just
no
bad
point.
marketing.
There was no point to it,
Yeah.
but just the music alone, I was
Yeah.
like, ooh, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like
Where
like,
are we-
I feel
where
like
are we
the-
going
I
with
feel like
this?
the trailer should have showed more of the movie sets and the
Mhm.
party stuff, like the Hollywood aspect. But I don't know, like the movie trying to be like, oh, who wants to see me fight a snake? Like what is like?
it was all over the place.
Yeah, the
It
trailer
very
was
all
like,
over
I was
the
like,
place.
yeah, I'm not like I don't feel anything from this
Yeah.
trailer.
Do you lean more? It seems like you lean a lot towards like music, or like at least like in movies. Because you mentioned it with like Dune, you mentioned it with like the trailer for like Babylon. Is it something that you have like this like like deep appreciation for like music and movies?
Like I said, I do always appreciate like a good score.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I guess the music does play a role into it, but I don't like musicals. Like, you will not catch me on Broadway.
But you like a good score or like
a good score, like even like, and again, that was like my thing with Wonka was like, I don't know, it felt too Broadway.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it was bad. Like I still was like, okay, this is Willy Wonka. It's like this is a different side of like what we already know. But like in Whiplash, like Whiplash was amazing.
Yeah.
Like everything about it, and even it was Miles Teller. Right?
Yeah.
He learned how to play the drums.
Yeah,
and he did good at it, you know?
Yeah.
And even in Baby Driver. Like Baby Driver was another one that was very like music oriented. And like that was something that I did really enjoy.
Like, is Sound of Metal.
Oh, I've never heard of that. Which one is that?
What's this guy?
Oh, on Amazon? Yeah, so it's this guy that he's like a drummer and he has like a band, but he's like slowly going deaf. And so, like, the movie tackles that. It's on Amazon Prime.
Wait, I feel like you said that, and I feel like I kind of...
That one with this guy. It's a really good movie. Really good movie.
This is a really good movie.
Yeah. So then... Okay, I kind of see what you mean now. Like, movies... So, like a Tarantino movie. How do you feel about, like, Quentin Tarantino's movies? Like,
I mean, I can still appreciate that. Like, I do enjoy those,
because he uses a lot of, like... His movies are heavily influenced by like the music. Like there's scenes that are driven by the music, you know.
Like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time, or like Pulp Fiction. I mean, a lot of his
Kill
stuff.
Bill do it? No, right?
Kinda. Kill Bill. I'm assuming you love La La Land, right? I feel like La La Land captured. It was a musical, but it was it still felt grounded.
Yeah.
I guess like the classic musicals like Gene Kelly days where it was a musical, but it felt grounded. It felt like, okay, like this person's there singing. It doesn't feel too like Broadway. Yeah. Did you like what's it called with Hugh Jackman?
Oh, The Greatest Showman.
The Greatest Showman.
I never
saw that one.
Really?
And honestly, I hated the sound. Like I hated all the songs.
The music.
I was gonna. People would play that music, and I'm like, shut it off. Like I just.
What about the other one he did? I can't say the name. Les
Miserables.
Les Miserables.
Oh, Les Mis.
Is that how you say it?
Les Mis, the one with Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Les Mis.
Like
okay, so I don't like Broadway as much. I don't like musicals, but there are a few musicals, and Les Mis is one of them.
Yeah, that was a really.
That one was a good one, but that was also like a really good film, and I had seen that, but I saw that when I was like a little kid. Like we went in New York one time. We saw that like on Broadway. So I think that's why maybe I connected with that one a little bit more, because I had like a
I think
past.
you need to see Cats.
Oh no, I've heard about
with James Corden.
Cats and Les Mis was out at the same time, wasn't it?
No, Cats came out like a couple of years
right before COVID.
Right
or so.
Okay.
Well, maybe the play. Maybe the play.
Oh, the play. No,
yeah.
It's based off a play.
So the film. I'm just like mixing
up
the film.
The film.
But the film I heard was terrible, and it looked terrible.
No, we tried watching.
I've seen the play. I forgot when I saw it, but I saw it.
We tried watching the movie. I felt like it's like, oh, is this cat trying to like have sex with me? Right? Like, I was like, what the hell is this?
It feels uncomfortable.
We saw 10 minutes and we just take it off.
Yeah,
I can't watch this thing.
I wouldn't even have. Yeah,
like that movie looks like shit. Like I saw 10 minutes, I was like, I'm good.
It's weird.
It flopped. No, it didn't.
No, like that movie was like
James
bad.
Corden. Well, have you seen
I love James Corden though? I felt.
Have you seen Ricky Gervais, right?
Yeah,
the comedian. Have you seen his monologue?
Which one?
For the Oscars when he like made fun. No, Golden Globes. Sorry, where he just like made fun of all the actors in the Golden Globes.
No,
because he had a bit where he was like, James Corden plays a fat pussy, and then he's like, he's also in Cats. And no, that he is. It was so stupid. It was on the Golden Globes. He did a whole monologue.
You gotta watch it. That monologue's like what, 10 minutes?
Yeah, but he just throws at like all of Hollywood, basically.
Yeah.
That's like when he mentioned like Epstein in front of everybody, and everybody went crazy.
I kind of remember this.
It was like 2020, was it?
My timelines also. You could tell me a year, and I'm like, I don't know. Just my life is my life, and it is all one big blur. I don't know when it happened. I can't tell you how many years ago.
It's stretched in a timeline. No, but Yeah, he's hilarious. But yeah, no, the Cats was. I saw the play
Is
when
it
I was
the
super
same
little.
director of Let's? I think.
No, it was a different. Oh, actually,
No, it was the same
I
director.
think it was the same director.
Was it
dude.
really?
Yeah.
Hold on, let's find out.
Talk
Come on,
about rise
keyboard.
and fall, huh?
Literally.
Come on,
Right.
Cats. Cats.
Oh,
dude.
it's working.
Cats meowing.
I have to, like,
Cats me out. Let's watch that. I still want to see Courtney and
Oh, is
Kim
this Tom
fighting.
Hopper?
Tom. Yeah. Didn't he
Oh
do,
yeah, click on his.
And he did Les Mis?
I think
Wait,
so.
where'd you guys see the name? Fuck.
Look at the
Scroll-
cast. They got
scroll right
Idris
there.
Elba.
Tom
in there.
Hopper. Or Hooper.
Tom Hooper.
Wow,
2.8
2.8 out of 10.
Ah. I have to just.
And that's with 56,000 reviews. Yeah,
Oh,
that
he did
is
do
him.
Les Mis. I see it right
Oh,
there.
shit.
Damn. Oh, and then the Danish girl.
Oh, he did the Danish girl
Oh, he
and the
did the
King's
King's
Speech.
Speech?
Wow, what
You know,
happened?
I actually want to rewatch that movie because I saw it when I was like young, but
Yeah.
I don't really
Yeah.
remember it.
The
And I'm like,
Danish girl was a good movie though.
I never
too.
seen that one.
That one was a really
That's
good.
crazy.
That was Eddie Redmayne. He was nominated for like a bunch of like.
Didn't he do like this one with then like with that Stephen Hawking one?
Yes, it was The
Mm.
Theory of Everything and The
Yeah.
Danish Girl. That was sort of like back to back. That one, The
Damn.
Theory of Everything was a really, really good
How
one.
the fuck did he do Cats? Like, how did he go from that to Cats? Like,
Dude,
what happened?
Like Oscar winner. I think this won an Oscar.
It is possible for people to peak.
And then Cats. Like what acid did he take to do this fucking horrendous film? Because like
That's actually
this
crazy.
movie, this movie I can watch. Like this movie's like really, like I love the part with Russell Crowe and him fighting the swords, and they're just like you can tell they're actually like singing.
yeah.
Like, dude, that's like hard. Like how the fuck do you do that?
24601.
Did you forget
that's
my name?
That's crazy. How the fuck does he go from that to Cats?
Even though Russell Crowe singing was kind of funny.
Yeah.
It was a little, but he did good. He did good.
Have you seen Gladiator with Russell Crowe?
No.
Oh, you should.
Oh.
Hans Zimmer did the score for it.
Damn, I'm gonna need
It's a
you guys to
classic.
like text me a list of everything.
Yeah. Definitely
Glad-
watch
no,
Gladiator.
I think it's on Netflix.
Oh, dude, especially like if deaths get to you, like in movies, like you know, like the
I also
passing
need
of
to
a loved one.
see these like movie posters because there has been like I might have seen these movies, but again I might have not known.
Gladiator
that I'm
came out
watching
like
these movies.
2001, and Russell Crowe it's Russell Crowe, and he's a gladiator,
Mm-hmm.
and it's with Joaquin Phoenix.
No, 2000.
He plays
2000.
2000.
Come on, Justin. Come
Oh, it
on.
was a year off.
Okay, yeah, I don't think I've seen.
Oh,
this.
dude,
Or
Hans
maybe
Zimmer does
I
the
don't
score.
know.
It's one of his best scores.
No, this is like this is like if you want to be like a film guy, like this is like one of the movies you gotta watch. Like this is like a classic.
Directed by
good.
Ridley Scott. I don't know if
When,
you know
when,
Ridley
when,
Scott.
when he used to be
yeah.
good. When he used to be good.
Yeah, but
Because he kind of
directed by Ridley Scott, Russell Crowe. He's like a gladiator. Hans Zimmer does the score. It's one of his best scores. That's all I'm gonna say.
Just watch
But
it.
especially
and
like
this guy and Joaquin Phoenix is in it.
yeah, Joaquin Phoenix plays like the villain, so he's great. But like if you are
Nah, it's
easily like get a like any movies like what you're saying with death or anything like that, like losing, like you're gonna feel this movie. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna like it. I think you're really gonna like it. I think it's on
Oh, it's a 2.5 hour movie.
It is.
in 2000.
It's a journey.
You know
It's a
another movie
journey.
that's really good. But it's like it's a pretty like it has like intense scenes. My God, it's with Amy Adams and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Nocturnal Animals.
Nocturnal.
Oh, that
Animals.
one's a really good one.
It's a
you
great
seen it?
movie.
Yeah.
That's a really good movie.
The director of that, he's like a fashion guy, right?
I have
Yeah.
no idea.
Yeah. He's a famous.
What's his name? I forgot his name. But he's like a fashion designer. It was like he like decided to do a movie, and it was that one. It was fucking amazing.
The intro was weird. I didn't get the intro.
It definitely had something to say. I just couldn't.
I
I
haven't
just
seen
couldn't
it.
figure it out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put
See his name. It's like Tom Ford.
Tom Ford. There we go.
Ford.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tom Ford. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tom Ford. Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Ford directed it. That's a great movie.
I'm sorry. What fashion?
Ooh,
thing
have you?
does he do? Tom Ford. He sounds familiar, but I forgot what.
He
fashion.
was he at one point was like head of Gucci.
There you go.
Oh, there
Yeah.
you go. Gucci.
And now-
What was the Gucci movie with Lady Gaga? And
Yeah, House of
Oh, House
Gucci.
of
yeah, House of Gucci.
That's another
I
Ridley
haven't
Scott
seen it. I've
movie,
seen
yeah.
clips. It looks bad.
It's
Like the accents are all over.
I hear Adam Driver's accent is terrible in it.
I did hear about that they could have had a better acting coach, but it's just an interesting movie. It's, I didn't know the backstory of like
Right.
Gucci, and I think that's why I enjoyed it because I was like, she's crazy,
Yeah, like the story.
and
is-
she's like, I'm pretty sure she's still like walking this earth.
she's still like
Yeah,
good.
no, like she's pretty crazy. She literally plotted to like kill her husband, and she just had like this.
It was really Scott who did it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Ridley Scott, man. He's lost his touch. Like I think his last good movie was like the Last Duel, and that's because like Ben Affleck and Matt Damon wrote it. Like he didn't like write it. Like it was like Matt Damon, Ben Affleck.
That's a crazy story though with the Gucci. I didn't know that. Like, cause I didn't watch the movie, but
it's a long movie.
Plot to get someone killed.
I think I had to watch it in like 2 parts. I don't know if I started watching it on like a plane or something.
It sounds like a plane movie.
It's definitely.
It sounds like a plane movie.
I didn't watch it in theaters because I had heard that it was so long. People were like, I literally have to go home and like feed my dog. Like I have to go walk my dog.
That's crazy. Like when a movie feels that long, right? Because like when a movie's good, it doesn't feel long.
If a movie feels long, it means it's just bad.
Even like Avatar, everyone was complaining that Avatar was so long, but I was like, I felt nothing. I didn't have to pee. Like I didn't have. I mean,
1 or 2.
The second one.
The second one.
Yeah.
No, like Avatar 2, that movie just breezes by.
I was like, I'm fine. I don't feel any pain from sitting in this chair for like 2+ hours.
I love how that movie casually made like $2 billion.
Like it's like number 4, and it's like, all right, bye.
But it's because it was so long, like awaited, you know.
And also the movie's just really good. I feel like if your movie's really good, like word of mouth, I think that's what helped Dune. Like Dune Part 2, like just, the movie's so good, everyone starts tweeting about it, talking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, how many people have you got to see the movie?
I got a good amount of people.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I had some kids from my class. We were driving. We were like location scouting, or whatever. I was like, dude, did you see Dune? He was like, no. I was like, man. He's like, I hear good things. I was like, dude. And I tell him the same things I said on this podcast. He's like, fuck, man. Like, now I got to go watch it. I have Rob convinced to go watch it. Pedro, we're trying to go watch it. Like,
you should just rent out a movie theater and just get everyone. Literally, you say it's your birthday.
Yeah, I got everyone like, you got to watch it.
But
and I tell them like, no, like this movie like gave me like a fucking existential crisis.
Because even like Avatar 2 had that same effect.
Yeah.
Like when the movie ended, like, oh shit, like man, that was a good movie. Like the whole ending is like really impactful. Like when the son dies and all that. Like shit, dude.
I will again with the death. I was like, oh shit.
Even though what fucking.
But did you find out where this is at or no?
What doll?
The Annabelle. Have you heard the stories about these? There's a video on YouTube of like the actual pastor that works and like maintains the room.
The box that it's in is like a protective box. Yeah. Oh, Connecticut, yeah.
And there's like this college kid, like if you challenge it, like if you call it out and you're like, you won't do anything to me, like there's been 2 instances where like these college kids do that and
crazy.
And on the way back, they got like in severe accidents and they died.
That is crazy.
Like the girlfriend survived because she didn't do anything, but the boyfriend died. And the girl said like the last thing they saw was like in the rear mirror was like a flash of the doll, and then the car just like something gave out.
That's crazy.
That shit's real, man.
No, I know. That's why like that is what will scare me.
That's fucking scary, man. And about missing the real doll.
There was remember hearing something about it
2020,
missing. No?
yeah, this is 2020. Like, I guess he died. What? It's like walking around like fucking like Woody, like Woody. Dude,
that's scary, man.
If that shit's walk around the street, blow it up, shoot a RPG.
Have you ever seen any paranormal? Have you ever had any paranormal experiences?
So there was this one time in Ecuador. So my dad's Ecuadorian.
Okay.
And he's from like this small little town. It's called Riobamba. Like it's like a tiny little town.
That flows.
Yeah.
Riobamba.
But he had a friend who owned like the hotel that was like right at the entrance of the town.
Okay.
And like this hotel, like I remember being a little, like I'm young. I remember being a little kid, and I, even to this day, like just thinking about it still kind of scares me a little bit.
Right.
We would always like drive there because from like one of the main cities, it's like 3 hours, like it's a 3-hour drive. So we would drive into the city, we would stay at that hotel, or we would stay with families, but we would mainly stay at that hotel. And that hotel is an old hotel. And there's part of the hotel, there's like the old wing and the new wing, which is like the new wing is the hotel. They've got like the breakfast buffet and all that. The old part is actually like they have like a movie theater, a bowling alley. It's kind of giving like a nun. What are the places like a nun where the nuns go? I don't know, like a missionary place, whatever.
Okay.
But there is a tunnel that leads from that hotel to the bottom of like the other side of the volcano, and apparently that tunnel used to be like something that the Indians would use to like travel when they were like trying to evade the Spaniards. But there was one time where we stayed in we stayed there. We stayed in the older part of the hotel, and it was just like my parents. It was me, my sister, my dad, my mom in one room, and then it was like my aunt and my uncle in like the other room right next to us. The next morning, my dad goes up to the front desk and he was like, "Oh, it was pretty busy last night. You guys got like a late check-in." And the guy's like, "No, you guys are the only ones that are on that side of the hotel." And my dad's like, "What? I could have sworn I heard like footsteps and like luggage and all that." And then my parents claim that they felt the bed sheets being taken off of them. And I remember that night, me and my sister were like, we're not sleeping. Cause there was a room, and then there was like an extension of the room, and then the bathroom. They had us in the extension of the room, but all four of us like pushed the beds together, and we slept there because I remember being very scared. And I was like, I don't like this. The whole hotel is like, it's just like on a field. There was cows. Like the entrance of the hotel is a bridge. And apparently like the place was haunted. And that's I don't remember really much of this. I just remember being scared. But that's the only time.
A lot of it is that too, right? Like a lot of it is just the energy. Like you can just feel it, even if you don't see it.
And we would get there at night, and it's dark, and like this place is literally lit by like candles in the hallway. Like it was creepy.
Straight out of a horror film.
Yeah, and I remember like even to this day, I will always tell my parents, and they'll talk about it too. They're like, "Oh yeah, no, and it was really cold, and in Ecuador sometimes it gets cold." But also like in the movies, they're like, "Oh, all of a sudden you can see your breath," and you're like in Miami, Florida, in the middle of the summer, and you see your breath, and then all of a sudden you're like, So they said it was cold, and I remember it being cold. I don't remember the bed sheets being pulled off of us. They do remember that. They thought it was just like one of us though, because we were all in the bed. They're like, "Oh, it's just one of the kids pulling the bed," And then apparently the noise that they heard outside, they were like, "Oh, it sounds like people are just coming in and out, like going up and down the hallways." And the guy was like, "You guys are the only ones staying there."
That's so crazy. Fuck that. That's like The Shining, with Jack Nicholson. You seen that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was you, bro. That was you. That's crazy though, man.
That's like probably the only paranormal thing I feel like I've ever had. But again, I was so young, I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember watching The Conjuring and then realizing that was real, and I was like, fuck, man. I've only had like one instance where I saw it was like where we used to live in Hialeah. I was like in this like family room or whatever, and I just saw like there was like a wall, right? And then this is like the open space to like go to the kitchen. And I was like here, and I just saw like a head, and it looked like a black shadow, but it was like a lady with like short hair. Like I remember it looking like a lady, and I just saw like the wall and just this head popping. It was a black shadow with like short hair, and then.
But were you sleeping?
I was awake. I was wide awake for that. And I was just like, and I didn't say anything. I just kind of like, okay.
So this wasn't like sleep paralysis?
No.
Oh, okay. I think he just shit his pants. And
I shit my pants and went back to bed.
He's like, all right.
And then we found out like later on, the husband, the man who who used to live there for like many years, like his wife died there. So he had an attachment to the house.
Oh, that's crazy.
So then it was probably that. Yeah. But I remember I just saw like a head going, boop, and then, boop. And I just didn't. I don't know. I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna act like I didn't see that. And then, I shit my pants and went back to bed.
See you later, ghost.
Yeah, what's
the meme of the guy that's like
it disappears? Yeah, literally.
You're like, all right.
Ooh. Yeah, that was pretty scary. But I wasn't like scared. I just chose not to like, but like if I don't know, the brain is really weird. I just chose not to believe it. I was like, no, I didn't just see that.
You like brushed it off.
Yeah, I just brushed it off, and that was it. But that was probably the only thing I can like really think of. I can't really think of anything else because I don't really fuck with that. I don't go
honestly,
to anything haunted.
I can't because even like you never know. Like I used to watch. It's funny because in elementary school I used to watch this show every day. It was like on at 3:00. I would get home at like 2. So it was called A Haunting.
Oh my God.
Do you remember that?
I remember missing school and it was like on Discovery Channel. So like,
yes,
I wouldn't go to school 55.
53. It was 53.
Like I remember like
or
not
maybe
going
it was
to school.
It was ABC Family, I think. I don't remember
what
what
channel
channel
it
it
was.
was.
Discovery or something.
It was something like that. But yeah, A Haunting, I used to watch that every day at 3:00. And I don't know why, because I'm a little kid.
Yeah,
I'm literally in
same.
elementary school. I'm terrified. I'm going to bed terrified. But every
Yeah.
day I'd still be like, 3:00, I'm going to watch it.
But when you watch it now, it's kind of ridiculous. Like, oh, this is clearly, at least for me, like when I watch it now, like I'll try watching clips. I'm like, this is fake. This is like clearly like exaggerated reenactments.
Oh,
you
no,
know what I mean?
looking back on it now, yeah, I'm like, wait, those are just like really shitty actors. So, like,
Yeah.
you know.
But at that time, I remember like I would miss school or something, and they would give it sometimes like I don't know if it was like in the morning. I don't remember exactly the time of day, but I remember just watching it on the TV. I just like glued A Haunting, and I was like, oh my God, that's so crazy. And then watching it now, I'm like, this is such bullshit.
And the stories, though, that I would hear on that show sometimes, like where it was like, you moved into this house, but then you moved into another one, but then the spirit followed you.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, how do I know that I'm not at the movie theater right now watching The Conjuring and this thing isn't going to follow me home?
Yeah. That is true. They like how they latch. Yeah, like the Conjuring thing with the priest who took care of the museum. Like, if they attach on you, like it's fucking.
That's
you start
crazy.
getting bruises and stuff.
Yeah.
And that whole thing is crazy, man. That whole story. Well, in a Hollywood Beach, like the main Hollywood hotel apparently is haunted.
Which one?
Like the main one that used to be a hospital.
Hey,
The one like right off, like at the end,
Like where the Margaritaville is.
Past
like,
Margaritaville.
Yeah, like the main Hollywood Beach
Oh.
resort that's like always empty.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
know what I'm talking
tell.
about?
You just walk in there.
Apparently, it used to be a hospital, and
Oh,
like
hell
when
no, I
Al
would never
Capone
say
used to
that.
like run things,
Mhm.
and there's like certain rooms where like women would die and stuff. Like they would kill people there. And it used to be like this hospital, and it's like super haunted.
See, I feel like if I were to ever go to one of those places, I would be I'm like respectful towards that because I'm like, I don't need anything following me back home.
I'm just
you
trying to
know?
hit the beach.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm just here for a
Yeah.
good time. I don't need any.
Yeah, I remember we did like a short film in that beach, right? And we had to use the
Yeah.
bathroom. We had to go in there,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Fuck that!" I walked out.
Peas in
it
the
used to
bush.
be a hospital. Yeah, it used to
like,
be a
like you
hospital.
walk in, you're like, "Yeah, I can."
You feel it.
You just
It feels
feel
eerie,
just
yeah.
like this is not good.
I've
vibes
had
in here.
friends that stayed there, and they would go to this. There's like a certain floor. I'm like,
No,
bro,
no,
like-
I don't do. I don't
And
do
they'll be
none of
like,
that.
yeah, like you would hear things. I'm like,
Like,
you-
same like
you
we
enjoy
play
that.
with like what is it, the Ouija board? Like, you fuck you. Like you're crazy.
Oh no, I would never
Like-
do that.
Like
Yeah.
people who just do that shit open, like, yeah, no. If you bring out that board, I'm getting in my car.
because they say like once you
Fucking
open that door
Yeah.
to close it is very, very difficult.
And they,
Like
just,
you
and,
know,
and they sell that
And look,
shit
there was
everywhere.
The Conjuring, the Red Door.
there you go.
And they sell
Yeah,
that
it's
shit
true.
everywhere. They sell that Ouija board everywhere.
Yeah, and
I don't
yeah,
like that shit.
once there's no, it's very hard to like go back from that.
Yeah.
You know, very hard.
Don't
And-
talk to me.
You know what's funny? That hotel that I told you about in Ecuador, my dad actually knew that it was haunted.
He was like,
And I'm still, even now, I'm like, look, you're gonna go to him and be like, you still willingly put us in that hotel,
He's like,
knowing it was
yeah.
haunted.
It was a good price.
The owner, the owner was like a friend of his. So again, I get it, like support your friends, but I'm not
Now
gonna
when that
support you
shit's haunted.
if I'm, yeah,
that's crazy, dude.
yeah.
That's so scary, man.
The only thing I do remember was being scared. I still like remember.
It's just like a feeling. Like I've had some times like that where I'm like sleeping or something, and I just feel like something behind me, like watching, or just like it's like I never turn around, but I feel something just there, and I'm just like I choose to ignore it. I go back to bed, like I just go back to sleep.
Now that
It's
you
a
say
scary
that,
feeling.
one of my dad's cousins, the next morning, it's daytime. Like, okay, this place is beautiful during the day. It's like nice little cottage vibes, like stones made, like literally made out
Yeah.
of stones. We were in the like breakfast area. It wasn't that busy, but there was like another like hall area with like more seating, but like lights were off. It was just like, I guess like, you know, there's like another bar back there. When they're busy, they open that part
Mhm.
up. But I remember now it was my cousin's mom. She said like, she was an older lady at the time. And I remember afterwards hearing about this, and she said like, oh, I got chills down my back, and I turned around. I thought there was somebody there, and there was no one there. So that's like
Yeah,
red
dude.
flag.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Saw one on Twitter of it was like a hospital, and he was like a security guard. I think it had like a morgue next to it
Mhm.
or something. and the security guard was like filming on his phone, and it was like I think it was the church or where they put all the like dead bodies. He started hearing banging, just banging. People like screaming, and the security was like, "Oh fuck this!" He just runs because you literally see like the whole gate shaking. Like it's like
that's kind of like the movie. What's it called? The Resurrection of Hannah Brown, something.
I haven't seen
Have
that
you seen
one.
That one's kind of creepy.
Fuck that, man.
That one
Anything you can't see or like.
That was with Shay
Paranormal.
Mitchell. Shay Mitchell, you know Shay Mitchell from Pretty Little Liars.
Oh, I don't
Sounds
know.
familiar.
She's the one that has she has the suitcases that all the girls are like, I want the suitcase.
Oh, that one. No, I don't know. I don't remember.
That's the one.
I don't remember. I probably seen her face, but I'm just the name is not clicking. The name is not clicking, but I don't know, man.
I'm referencing one of the shitty shows.
Pretty Little Liars.
No, one show as bad as a fucking Gossip Girl.
See, I've never gotten into that. My sister, she's watching that right now. She's like, you gotta watch. I'm like, I don't know.
My mom and my sister watched that show, and I would come down, and they would be watching it. Them talking, I just wanted to jump off a
It was just
building.
like rapid dialogue.
I was like, I think they didn't like a Family Guy like
make fun of it. Yeah,
they did a whole bit on it, and it's true. Like the way it's like written, it's so annoying. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Well, they're all like these rich people from New York that are like dealing with like, I don't even know what it's like. Who took this one's money? I'm like,
yeah.
Dude, they're writing in that show. Like, I get it. Like a massive
No,
headache.
that's not Gossip Girl.
No.
You're talking about, you said Gossip Girl?
No,
Gossip
Gilmore.
Girl.
Is it Gilmore?
Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore
My bad. That's
no,
my bad.
that's why I was like, wait, no. Then you're talking about Gilmore Girls. Gossip Girls. Wait, you're talking about the main girl from Gossip Girls.
No,
Wait,
I'm
which
talking
one is-
about
wait.
Gossip Girl.
Hold
The
on.
show Gossip
Yes.
Girl.
the
Gilmore
main girl.
Girls.
The main girl from Gossip Girl. I know who you're talking about.
I don't
now.
know who is what.
But that's what you're talking about, right?
Well, apparently Gossip Girl is. They don't know who Gossip Girl is. To this day, no one knows who Gossip Girl is.
Now I'm confused. But you're talking about the sitcom show, right?
Oh,
The one that used to be on ABC Family every day at like 4:30.
Right, yeah. With
Gilmore
the girl.
Girls, the two sisters.
No, that's Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, Gilmore Girl.
Are you talking about
Wait.
Gilmore Girls or Gossip Girl?
I'm
Wait,
talking
this is
about
Gossip
Gossip
Girl.
Girl.
Yes,
Oh, this
yes.
is
With
with
Blake Lively, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. No. I'm talking about the Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls.
Okay, see, I was
my
talking
bad.
about Gossip Girl.
Okay, yeah.
You're talking about Gilmore Girls, and yeah, that
No, okay.
We're back on track now. We're back on track.
it would literally be like Full House,
They all
and
sound the
then they
same.
would play
yeah,
Gilmore Girls.
yeah.
Dude, this fucking word is not letting me get third. Okay.
That's why I was like, wait, Gossip Girl. That's not right. That's Gossip Girl. I know what you're talking about.
Thank God. Autocorrect.
Yeah, that one. That's the one
Gilmore
you're talking
Girls.
about.
Okay, sorry. I got confused with
Because
the two.
Gossip Girl, I've heard good things about.
Really?
See,
That's the sitcom, right?
It's a
No.
sitcom?
Is
Isn't it the same as this shit?
No, it's not like this
Wait,
at all.
what's the one with the girl with the two guy friends?
No, that's
New Girl.
New Girl. What the fuck is it with the girls at the end? All these shit.
New
New Girl? That's Zoe Deschanel and
Charlie? Is it Charlie Day? No.
No,
that's
but the
always
other
Sunny.
guy. Yeah, that's why I got those three
it's
confused.
like Max Greenfield, Matt Greenfield.
Something
I don't
Yeah,
know.
he's
like
the one who's
that.
Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse movies.
That's right.
He's Peter.
New Girl, Gilmore Girls, Gossip Girl.
Okay, Gilmore Girls. That's the one I'm talking about. That show.
Gossip Girl has Sebastian Stan in it,
I
who
don't know.
plays
No,
Winter
it's
Soldier.
with Blake Lively.
Yes, no, but you're right.
But
You're right.
he's
You
in
are
that.
right. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, no.
You see
no.
now, okay,
Yes.
now it's all coming
No.
together.
All the
This show-
girls, all the girls,
all the girls are
No.
coming together.
Gilmore Girls. This show. That's the one that my
No,
sister and
Gilmore
mom were
Girls.
watching.
I hate it.
No, this shit gives me a headache. Like they start talking, and I want to like just jump off a building because like just please.
It's
shut
a
the
lot.
fuck
It's a
up.
lot. Yeah, that's why I was like, wait. That's
No, this is the one that Family Guy did a whole. Bit
Oh, they're
on.
not even sisters. It's a 30-something single mother and her teen daughter living
Yeah.
in. Okay, I didn't even. I thought they were sisters.
Yeah, this is
Even
the
Gilmore Girls. I'm thinking they're sisters, not Gilmore
No, like Family.
Karens. Like
Yeah.
No, like Family Guy did a perfect bit on the
Yeah,
show.
this
Like
is
Family
pretty
Guy did a
funny.
perfect bit. Like, dude, I hate the writing in the show.
Hold on, one more thing before we wrap it up. I see the YouTube link on
Oh,
there.
yeah,
Is the
yeah,
fight
yeah.
still on there?
Fuck, hold on.
Courtney fights with. Just, I feel like we got like something
Is it this one?
yes. That's
over
the
work
house.
ethic.
Keeping. Wait, what? You got bent over. That's your work ethic. The fuck?
Wow.
It was over the work ethic.
Wait, Kim was.
There's something with
And it was at Chloe's house. Yeah, this is it.
there's a magic to reality TV though.
That's the way it's shot.
The way it's shot, the way it's edited, it's you know what you should watch that we just finished watching? The Curse on Paramount
Oh.
The
with
Curse?
Emma Stone. It has the commentary on reality TV
Oh, really?
and like society. It's really good. You should watch it. And it's like 10 episodes and you're done. It's a series. Like it's not.
so it's like nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey,
okay.
talk about worth.
And it has commentary on like reality TV and society. It's like a drama thriller,
Mm-hmm.
and like someone places a curse, and they have like a philanthropy show,
Mm-hmm.
but like their true intentions behind it. It's really good with Emma Stone. The Curse, but it's like
I'm
this in
gonna
a
give it a
nutshell.
try.
They're fighting over like the worth ethic of each
Let me
other.
see. Let me see.
Well, because Kim is mad at Courtney for not doing enough.
Look. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm gonna
here.
be
I'm gonna be a little honest.
Here we go.
Let's be real. The Kardashians are famous for one thing: the sex tape.
Yes.
And that sex tape never comes out. Who the fuck are the? Like, even though yes, the dad was the big, big time
They must be
lawyer.
some industry plan, right?
No,
They
I-
forget that the cameras are
No,
there.
I think Courtney.
It just becomes part of their
I
life.
think Courtney was the one that always hated it, right?
Courtney is she's
The most real
definitely-
one.
She's the older
Yeah,
one.
yeah. She always like threw it at him. I never there was a clip I saw. It was Kim crying.
especially towards it since this show started.
Yeah.
She's always just been out of it. She's like, I don't want.
Oh,
slap,
oh.
and then ready.
That's when it gets real. They're like,
Yeah.
fuck, wait, the cameras are recording.
Yeah. First, it's funny.
Oh, wait a
what?
second, they cut it
No.
out.
What? You son of a bitch.
No. You got to
That's-
get it from a different angle.
It's not that one.
That was that
Do you
one.
think they took it off the internet?
No.
They did.
Put,
No,
put
there's
this
no
one.
way.
Put this one.
That was
Seven-
3
seven.
years ago.
This is 7 minutes.
The Harkonnens.
Yeah, but
Show them who you are.
But I remember there was a clip of Courtney. She was like, "Oh, like Kim was crying because she lost her
the
diamond."
earrings. Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, like there's like kids dying in the world."
yeah.
Well, Kim and Courtney have never really.
They don't click.
They've always butted heads a lot. Oh, here, wait, you pass it.
Oh, I didn't. Shit.
No, not yet. It's about to happen. It's about to happen. Oh wait.
Jiu-jitsu. Joe Rogan. Oh.
I love it, dude. That's honestly like I could watch this.
Yeah.
Like
Don't
that's
ever
so
come at me
good.
like that
And they're
again.
wearing so much
Boom,
makeup.
boom, knee.
They're wearing
Ooh.
so much makeup.
Oh,
Wait, she's
it's getting
laughing?
real.
Wait,
And
she's
look, she got
laughing?
scratched. She's like, you just drew blood.
Wait, she was laughing at first.
Chloe's laughing, but like this
oh
is
my
getting
God. No,
real.
Courtney, I never realized how aggressive Courtney's like,
Like
That was
she's been
real.
holding that in. You
Yeah.
could like that's
Oh.
years.
like the
Because it is entertaining. It's junk television. It's a guilty pleasure. Because I'm even me right now. I'm like, dude, that's like.
this is golden.
But also because that was kind of real. That was real.
that was
Yeah,
real.
no,
and
that was all
but-
script. That was all script.
Everybody was like, they were like laughing.
Look, she's
at first.
using baby wipes to clean the makeup. Or makeup remover wipes. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, you see, like at first they
Yeah.
were laughing, and they're like, wait, they're actually like.
Oh,
Well,
wait,
no.
hold on.
Courtney was not laughing. Kim
No.
was laughing in Courtney's face. But look, the lighting is still so good in all of this. Like, and you see the guy with the
They're
light.
locked
He's
and
like,
loaded. Yeah, they're ready for anything.
And well, who's that? That's Kylie. No, not Kylie.
That's Kendall.
That's Kendall. She's kind of like, what the fuck just happened?
That's real. That's real.
But didn't that happen with was it the brother, like Rob or something? Right? Didn't
I
he,
mean,
like,
Rob has done some pretty crazy shit before.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
but,
some.
but I think he's like done with that.
No, yeah,
Sure.
he's not in the show anymore.
Yeah, right. He
There
left
is
it.
talks about him making an appearance now in this one, but again, also like Keeping Up with the Kardashians was like the Ryan Seacrest version. This is the Hulu version, so it's a little
Chloe
different.
cleaning her wall after the fight.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude, but that was hardcore, man.
I would love to be like on set.
Honestly, I would love, and I don't know if you guys have seen Below Deck. Have you guys heard of it?
I've heard of
on
it.
I've
Bravo?
heard of that. I think I heard of that one.
So like Below Deck was actually what started me into started getting me into reality TV.
Okay.
Because I had a friend, he was like, you gotta watch Below Deck. He's like, this is something that you should do. He's like, these people, he didn't say like go on Below Deck, but he was like, you should work in yachting. Like you should
Yeah.
go work on these boats. They pay great money. They make good money. You're traveling the world, whatever. And so he showed me the show and I started getting into the show. And then that's where I was like, okay, That's where it started branching off into all these other things. But Below Deck was what did it for me.
I've heard of it.
But just imagine being on that set, right? Like you see that live, like you're
That's
there.
real. That was real.
Man, like when they say cut, what's that?
But I'm sure the producers are like, oh, this is
no,
juicy
the producers.
television.
It's always just like don't stop.
Yeah.
There's no cutting. Just don't stop.
Like this is perfect.
but
Because also there's a lot of times where they get phone calls and then they're like, and I've seen it on like even the Real Housewives. Like one of them was literally arrested by Homeland Security, and like the FBI they came to find her while she was about to go on vacation. They were all in the Sprinter van.
That's
about
crazy.
to go on vacation, and she gets a call, and she's like, "Oh my god!" She played it off
And
as
all
like
that
her
was
husband was in the
filmed?
hospital. It was all filmed. It was all
Dude,
caught on camera.
Watch The Curse on Paramount because
Curse?
it's a drama, but it's
Paramount.
Paramount
You wanna
Plus.
show the
It's on
password? 'Cause I don't have
Showtime.
Paramount.
It's on like Showtime or whatever. I'll send it to you. But like the commentary on on reality TV, it's really interesting because it captures all that so well. Like how far we're willing to go just for the sake of reality TV. You know, it's really good.
And even reality TV, I know that there's producers that say, "Do this, go to lunch with this one, and then start talking about this." But like that was
but
like
capturing
a raw
those,
moment. That
like
was
how
not
far
planned.
do you go? And it's a really good show. I recommend it. Oh, actually, and we have something for you too. We had an extra. Do you like movie posters at all?
I do. You know what's so funny? I used to go to Cinemark and I would be like, "Let me get your movie posters," because you know how they would change them. I'd be like, "Let me see your box." I know you guys have them all rolled up in the box. My room used to be covered in movie posters.
Well, a lot of these are from AMC. Like the Avengers one over there, that's Cinemark.
The Spider-Verse one.
The big Spider-Verse was from AMC.
the Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, you got that one too.
Yeah, we got a bunch, dude.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we have an extra Dune one. We were gonna give it to you.
Oh, really?
You just reminded me. Yeah,
Oh, shit.
it's on the table right there. It's from the Dune Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
When we went to the AMC,
The fan premiere.
the fan premiere, they gave out a bunch. We took like 3.
Oh,
So
really?
we're gonna give one to
Oh,
you.
shit,
I just
thank
remembered right
you.
now. Yeah, it's right over here. I'll give it to you on the camera too. So like, fuck.
It dies as you.
That's so funny. No, I used to literally collect movie posters, and I don't know where they've gone. Honestly, I gotta ask my mom. Thank you. I mean, I've watched all of. I wouldn't say like I'm a diehard fan. Oh, that's. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, he grabs the whole stack. Yeah.
oh shit. Yeah, I'll take all of them. I used to, and you know what's funny? I used to collect movie posters, and I used to collect all my movie tickets. Because I wanted to one day do like a wall collage of just all of that. I still have all my movie tickets. I don't know where my posters are though.
You leave here with some posters.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Of course. Thank you for coming on.
No, yeah,
I hate that we had to kind of cut it. You know, I hate feeling like we had to cut it.
No,
We
you're
could have
good,
gone
don't
on
worry.
longer. But yeah, Adrian, thanks for coming on, man. Anything?
for
I don't know.
having me.
Anything you wanna? You have anything you want to plug or something? I don't know.
Plug like my Instagram.
Yeah. I don't know. I just.
Well,
thought
I'm
of it.
currently undergoing rebranding, so
There we go.
coming soon.
Coming soon. TBD. All right, man. Thank you so much for
Thank
coming on,
you.
and thank you guys for watching, for listening. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you stayed around this long, and to the next one. Goodbye.